McCluskey presents Arcade Talk live stream. It's time for Karl Game of the Week. Welcome to Arcade Wars.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming tonight. We're gonna do the Arcade Talk show. Yeah, that's right here. The Arcade Talk show. That's right, we're gonna do it tonight. Come on, people, let's do it. Let's do the show. What show is that? That's the Arcade Talk show. Yeah, who's on tonight, you ask? You know who it is. P. McCluskey. And who else? You know who it is. Papa Brad.
What's up, everybody? Another Arcade Talk coming at you. It's a Thursday night again. Man, it seems like these weeks fly by. Hopefully, everybody is having a great week. The Friday is almost upon us, and the weekend is almost here. So let's get this thing going. Let's get Papa Brad on here, and let's look at this Sea of Thieves cabinet. Let's do it right now. Welcome, Papa Brad.
Yar! What's up, T. McCluskey?
Hey, mateys.
Hey, I don't know if you ever noticed, there's Pirates of Caribbean stern tables in that little video I made. That's one of my favorite real-world pirate tables. That's a fantastic pirate-themed table. Just so much fun.
Your mic's a little loud tonight.
Oh, it is? I'm in another room. I'm in my arcade. It's got to be loud. Got games in here. I can turn it down. How's that? Is that better?
No, it's
Check.
not the same. Oh, there it
I
is.
just turned it down. Yeah, I turned it down quite a bit.
A little bit more.
So there you go.
All right. Just kind of a little hard to understand you. It was too loud, man. It was like,
Okay, sorry. I don't mean to blow you out.
yeah.
Been a while since I've been in the arcade. I'm back in the arcade, Team McCluskey. I got to be in the arcade.
I know. New mic. So
I know.
I noticed that before when you're on Brooklyn's show before, when you're on this mic, it's like really loud.
Yeah, yeah. This mic might be a little bit more hot.
Yeah, definitely. How you been, man? How you been?
I've been doing good. How about you? How you been doing? Man, I've been playing pinball all week.
Man.
Been a very challenging week to get on those leaderboards for the Knight Rider table. It was harder than I thought. I mean, just the minimum scores got so high. I was like, I played and I was like, I think I'm good. And then like next thing I knew, it was like 100 million was like the lowest. And I was like, oh my goodness, I got to sharpen iron sharpens iron. As Mikey Yoon says, I need to get back in there. Kid needs me. But yeah, it was crazy, man. I think that was a challenging table for me to stay in, even on the leaderboard. But you know what that means, Steve McCloskey? People are loving the pinball. People are loving playing. I mean, just a lot of competition.
Yeah, but I think 112 million last time I looked was the lowest score.
That's the break-off point, huh?
Yep.
Which once again is like the biggest argument that I'm just going to make is that I think the Zen tables need a bigger pool as far as the amount of players for competition. So I think a lot of people just get kicked off. But I've been loving it. Had a big week, man. Lots of news. It's exciting.
Yeah. My sister visited last weekend. Actually, she left on Monday. So I didn't get a chance to play pinball all weekend. So I did get kicked off Kit or Knight Rider.
Yeah. Even Karl was into it. Karl was #1 in locomotion for a minute, he said. By the way, that locomotion table, man, if it doesn't have the Williams sounds, like the Williams pinball, like the Defender sounds, has those classic pinball sounds. Love that table. It was fun. This was a good week for pinball. I think we had a lot of good tables to play. It's been fun.
Yes, it was Knight Rider, Locomotive, and what was the third one?
Africa.
Africa, yeah.
Africa, yeah.
I was #1 on Africa for I think one day.
Yeah.
I dropped all the way down to 27th. I went from #1 to 27th.
Hey, well, at least you're in there. At least you're still on the leaderboards. That says something.
Yeah. I was surprised I was #1 for I think.
Yeah, I mean these pinball tables we played this week. These were all marathons. I mean, like your scores to stay on those leaders. My scores were pretty long. I mean, I want to say 15, 20-minute games to get those kind of scores that people are getting.
Could be.
It's exciting.
So I know one of the tables next or this week coming up, starting tomorrow, is Zen is one of them. Can't think of the other two. I got the list, but we'll go over that later.
Awesome. Good luck to Rexer. I hope he makes his goal for Pac-Man. He's going for the record, I guess. Good luck.
Oh, is he? On Pac-Man?
I don't know. Mike Ian said he's got the split screen on Pac-Man tonight.
Actually, got the split screen on Pac-Man tonight. All right.
Hey, you don't need to ask him. We're on the leaderboards, Team McCluskey. We're playing these games. So where are we going first? Let's get started, man. We got a lot to cover.
Yeah, and we don't want to be on here for 3 hours.
Oh, I got the Jolly Roger. Let's start with the big news. Let's start it with the top news.
Now look at it. You get the pirate hat on there.
That's right. Yeah, that's right, man. Got to fly the pirate flag.
So what did everybody think of the Sea of Thieves cabinet? I should do a poll, see what people think of it.
Yeah, put up a poll.
Oops, all my stuff is over here. Okay.
Post so we can see. There we go. There's Sea of Thieves right there.
Hopefully you guys checked our videos. We both did a video on Sea of Thieves. What did you guys think of it? Are you guys a buy or not?
I think it looks fantastic. I mean, I think it looks great. Man, I love those speaker grill covers. It's like the image is like it makes the skull, but it's actually made up of like different things. Like if you look at it close, I don't know what they call it when you take a picture and then it makes another picture. It's pretty cool. I love the speaker grills. I like the color too, like the green. I think it looks great.
Yeah, I really like it. I mean, I know some people, McEwen doesn't like it because it's like not kind of based off of the Sea of Thieves game. It's based off it, but what is it like? Concept art, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know, but I mean, just as if I walked up to that, I think it's very attractive.
Yeah, I mean,
it's really pulled together. I mean, just if you like pirates, you're gonna love it. I mean, look at the skull. That's awesome.
Yeah, I like the black. I like the teal on it. I like the gold that's on there.
Yeah,
it's a nice looking machine, I think.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job. I mean, and I think it's there's a lot exciting about it. I mean, the biggest exciting thing is the price. Steve McCloskey, the price is insane on this thing. It's going to be the cheapest ever SSF kit equipped pinball. Yep. It's fantastic. I mean, this is, if you want to jump into Atgames and all these machines play the same games, Team McCloskey. They all play the same games. Every game you can play on any of them. I mean, the SSF kit model is, definitely the best deal. I mean, and then we got some news. We're even going to have an affiliate link where you can get $50 more off, Team McCloskey.
That's right.
That's going to bring the price down to what, $1,400 basically?
Yeah.
For a fully SSF equipped Atgames pinball, I mean, they were like $2,000. That's sick.
And we'll give you guys more detail if anybody's interested in Sea of Thieves. The $50 off is just for the Sea of Thieves.
Just for the Sea of Thieves. But that's just even an extra little jump. I mean, that's fantastic.
We'll give you more details on that $50 too. We got to find out if it's a code that you have to put in or what it is. But more details this weekend on that $50. So right now you can only get it with the SSF kit pre-installed, and it's $1,449.98. And then if you use a code,
they're going to go fast. They're going to go fast. I mean, they got 100 of these mugs, then they're sold out. That's it. Then they're gone, and they're going to go fast. I mean, it's a great price. Once you play one of these pinballs with SSF kit, you're never going to go back. I mean, it's that much better. Do you have that data that PK shared about how popular the SSF kit was?
Yeah. And the other thing too, before we go over to that, is I just want to let people know, if you use our code in that and you get it for $1,400, that ends up only being like $250 more than what we paid when
for the Addams family. With nothing, Team McCloskey, no SSF. And here's the deal. Like, we want you just to get the good deal. Like, if you want to get in for the good deal, I mean, a lot of those people, those influencers are telling you to wait. They scooped up the Addams family when it was $1,100, and they're telling all their audience to wait. That's ridiculous. This is the best deal you're going to get on an SSF equipped Atgames pinball. I mean, this is going to be a one-time deal. And I think it's really just to promote, the Microsoft connection, right? I mean, they got to put something out with Microsoft because they're a partner. And this is a fantastic price. And I think it's attractive. And, I mean, the hard part is, Team McCloskey, what if the pinball comes out before the game? Yep. I mean, that's totally possible too, right?
Yep. Doc Mario says Brad's volume is high.
Still high. Let me lower it some more. Hold on. We'll turn the dial. Yeah, how's that? Is it better now? How about now? Check. Is that better? I turned it down some more.
That's good right there. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm blowing the speakers. Sorry, let me move it away some.
Okay, what it was like kind of crackling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So 2/3 of the people that buy these pinball machines are getting a pre-installed SSF kit. So
2/3. And let me tell you, the SSF kit is once you've played it with SSF kit, you don't go back. I mean, it's that much better. 2/3. And here's the thing, Team McCloskey, I put in the SSF kit myself. I can tell you, get it installed. It's worth it. It's like, I mean, all you need is a screwdriver, but man, it's a lot of, you basically do a lot of disassembly. You can watch my video. You can see what's involved. But it is quite an adventure to put an SSF kit in one of these pinballs. It's, it's no walk in the park. It's, I mean, I'm comfortable with modding stuff in general. But, I mean, if I was to buy another one, Team McCloskey, I would have to get the SSF kit. How about you? I would have to. Like, I couldn't even think about getting it. It's that much better. I mean, just the whole experience, like the way the pinball table, it feels more like a real pinball, you know?
Yeah, it definitely does. It's definitely worth getting, and people are seeing that too, because that's why so many are getting it already pre-installed. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Doc Mario operators are standing by. Yeah, I think that's a very attractive table. I was surprised how cool it looked. I was a little worried because, like, I was like, man, I don't know. Pirates, Team McCloskey, this will be easy to mess up, right? I mean, I was thinking, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, man, I hope it's good. And you know what? They delivered. I think it looks pretty great. I mean, I know some people don't love the topper, but it's not terrible either. You know, I would have liked to have like maybe like a Kraken or maybe one of those skeleton pirate type warrior things, or the what's the giant shark called?
Megalodon.
The Megalodon or whatever. That would have been cool, but you know.
Yeah, new machines are sold 3-1, SSF versus non. So the
SSF kit is 3-1, and this is the best price. Yeah. Like people that are telling you to wait, yeah, go ahead and wait, and you're gonna pay a lot more if you want one with SSF. I mean, I'm just telling you, the influencers, they all got theirs for the cheapest price when it came out. I'm just telling you, this is going to be the best price if you want an SSF equipped model. I mean, this one is has the SSF from the get go.
Yeah, and right away they're not going to sell them without the SSF kit. Next year they will at some point, but right now you can only get it with the SSF kit installed because of how many people are already buying them. Already installed. And the other thing is 110 units are going to be available, and a lot of those, or maybe all of them, will be actually shipped before the end of the year. There's a possibility of that. So, like you said earlier. The machine actually might come out before the table.
So here's the rub. Do you like ship them out and let people get the pinball first? Or do you hold them and wait for the table to come out? I'm saying just ship them out. And, I mean, the thing is, the table needs to be good. So, I mean, take the time that's needed to make the table good and ship them out when they're ready to ship,
Should I do a poll on that one and get rid of are you interested in Sea of Thieves? Got 24 votes. 58% says no, and 42% says yes. So that's pretty good. But I wish you could do more than one poll at a time. Let's see, we'll end that one. We end up at 25. 60-40. Okay, we'll do a poll. How should I do it?
Yeah, it'd be good if they dropped a gameplay video. I think a gameplay video would be cool.
It's coming. I know they're working on it. It's not
just like 30 seconds or a minute or something. That'd be cool just to see it in action. I have a feeling we're going to get some really cool water effects. Like, you know how the water is in Godzilla? The way the water shimmers and stuff? I think we're going to get some really awesome water effects looking at that table. And I like the table. It doesn't look junked up, Team McCloskey. There's not ramps going there. There's not wire forms going all over the place. There's not a crazy amount of
flippers. I noticed that.
It just looks like a good old classic pinball themed to pirates. So I have pretty much faith that it's going to be good. I don't think, I think the fact that they also chose this means that out of the tables they developed, maybe they feel like Sea of Thieves is the most fun to play. Because, they're working on 3 tables, right? They're working on Battletoads, Killer Instinct, and Sea of Thieves. Well, what if Sea of Thieves is the most fun pinball table to play out of the 3? Maybe they picked the table that's the most fun. Or maybe Microsoft just said, Sea of Thieves is what you're going to pick. I don't know.
Well, Sea of Thieves works. Sea of Thieves has been around since 2018, and it's a big game. I mean, a lot of people. At one point, they had over 15 million people playing that game. So that's why
maybe it's more. Yeah, it's probably more of a living property as opposed to like the other stuff is more retro, right? I mean, I love Battletoads, but Battletoads is pretty retro, right? I mean, like you kind of have to know arcades to know Battletoads too. Yeah. Everybody thinks a little bit better know. Yeah,
everybody knows Sea of Thieves because I mean it's a huge game, man. It's a big IP.
And even if you don't know Sea of Thieves, I mean, generally pinball. Pirate tables are pretty cool, I mean, I'm just thinking about the real world tables I've played, Black Rose, Pirates of the Caribbean from Stern. I mean, there's some good pinball tables that are pirate themed. That's a good theme for a pinball table.
Oh yeah.
You know, whereas a video game, it's like you're taking a video game property and you're kind of shoehorning it back into pinball. But I think you know, the pirate theme is pretty universally liked.
Oh, that's why it's ended up being a big game. And Sea of Thieves is still going on for Rare. I mean, Rare made a lot of money off of Sea of Thieves. I played it when it first came out. A lot of people were playing Ark Survival Evolved, jumped over to Sea of Thieves. So it's a big game. It's still going strong, man, since 2018. So I mean, it's a long time for a game to continue on. It's up there with GTA and all that.
It's
Who doesn't want to be a pirate?
Who doesn't want? And I mean, for me, really, it's like just getting an SSF equipped. If you're going to jump into Atgames, you're getting what you need. You know, you're getting the SSF equipped unit, which makes a massive difference in the way the game feels and plays. You know, it's the best upgrade you can get for it.
Yeah. And if anybody's wondering why they're only doing the SSF kit pre-installed, is because of that ratio we were just talking about.
3 out of 4.
Yep.
Yeah, only if you want the lowest price would you not get it, you know. Now, you know, when I got mine, it was like we would have to wait. Remember, we had to wait. So I was like, I'd just rather put it myself. But, you know, I would highly recommend like you get it with the SSF kit. It's a good upgrade, especially for the price they're offering it for.
Yeah, like I said, if people take advantage of our $50 off code with our referral link, like I said, it ends up being only $250 more than what we paid.
Without for the Adams family, we got the early bird special. We got the cheap. We got the influence. We got everyone was jumping on those, right? All the influencers bought those. So I mean,
we did too.
You know. So I'm just telling you, like you can wait, but you're going to pay more.
Oh, we can't forget either. Is remember this price that's coming out, the $1449.98 is only good for through November 11th through November 13th. So it's only a 4-day sale. After that, it goes up.
Yeah, 4 days. That's not long.
I don't know if you can read that on the screen or not, but it says order from November 11th through November 13th for that price. And if you're interested in U.S. warehouse, they start on December 20th.
Yeah. I like that they separated the topper where they don't force you to buy the topper. I think that's brilliant. I mean, like, not everyone wants a topper. Like, if I was to buy another one, Team McCloskey, I don't even know if I'd want one. Because, like, for me, it reflects on the play field for me, you know? The only time I run it on is when I'm just having it in my room on, you know? When I'm playing, I turn it off.
Yeah, and I don't really like this topper, so if I got to see it these, I would not probably even get the topper. I don't really like it. I'd rather see, like you said, a Kraken or even just a ship. And then, you know, kind of
like a really awesome pirate ship or like the, you know, the shark or something. I don't know. But I mean, Team McCloskey, how long do you think it's going to be before like everyone's making toppers for this thing? You know, it's going to be like, it's going to have so many cool toppers. It's going to be insane.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this topper. And I tried to find that picture that they use for the topper. I can't even find a picture that even has that pirate.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I looked for an hour looking through Sea of Thieves images to try to find that pirate, and I could not find one at all. So I don't know where. Well, obviously they got all those images from Rare. So I know some people.
A Book of Menace says a pirate ship with a skull and crossbones. That would have been the classic. I mean, just
you know, that'd been cool. Yeah.
But of course, they have that on the back glass. I mean, that back glass looks pretty awesome.
I like how they did the back glass, where the black's on top and then the colors on the bottom.
I did too. To me, this is a very attractive pinball. And the thing is, once you start playing the table, it's like you really don't notice. The table kind of falls away. When you're actually playing it, you're not really looking at the skin, you know?
Right. To me, I think it's a good-looking machine, but I would own one of these. If I had the money and space, man, I would own one of these. I just like the look of it.
Yeah, I like the color scheme, like the seafoam green or whatever that is.
Yeah,
I think it's very cool. Like I said, I was a little worried with the pirate theme. I was like, man, this could go very wrong. But they did a really great job. I mean, I like it. I think it's very attractive.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, I know some people complain about the art, but hey, this is what Rare wanted. I mean, Rare's got to do the final sign off, and this is what they signed off on. I like it. I'm happy with what they used. And then this side, you got the
I like that side even more with the pirate. It kind of looks like Captain Morgan, you know, from the Captain Morgan's rum bottle. Look at him. He looks cool. Look at him.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
if he's
awesome with the sea. I like all the colors in it, man. It just pops. Oh, look, there's the Kraken attacking the boat. I didn't even notice that before. That's awesome.
Mikey Yoon says the Kraken doesn't do that in the game.
Doesn't do that?
No. But that's why I said it's like concept art. That's what they used, but I think it looks cool. You got another pirate ship in the background. You got the sharks circling the little dude on the ship there.
Yeah.
Got people looking on from the beach. I mean, that guy's actually shooting at the shark.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty cool.
It's all on the front of the ship there. We got some lightning in this one.
You got some lightning. He's got a lot going on. He's got a lot of action in that picture there.
A little picture here. Got some lightning, just like on Killer Instinct.
That's right.
U4K.
Hey, just as long as it's not all purple. At least they didn't go purple crazy like they did. Look at the front. Looks good. Look at that.
This is probably one of my best looking fronts.
Good. Yeah, that looks good from the front. Look at that.
You even got a cannon here.
Yeah, you know what it needs? It needs a Jolly Roger pinball plunger. That our friend needs to make a pinball plunger, a pirate themed one for this. It'd be awesome. He could totally make a cool plunger cover.
Yeah. I would definitely want some kind of skull and crossbones or something for the plunger. It'd look really cool. So yeah, this is probably one of my favorite front arts. It's up there with Addams Family front art. A lot of stuff in these. Yeah, here it is. Zoom in on this one. What do we really got on this one? We got the skull dude there.
Oh wow, that's cool. I always liked the Pirates of the Caribbean. They're talking about the Pirates of the Caribbean in the chat, and I always thought that was an incredible ride at Disney. It's one of my favorite rides when I go to Disney parks.
Yeah. So it's almost the same backdrop behind a skeleton. It is the same art in the back behind the skeleton as on the other side, but on this side, now, of course, they got the skeleton dude, and then got this guy up here.
He's like a merchant or something, huh? I think it has kind of I think it has pretty much universal appeal, you know. Zoom in. Let's look at the table. We can see a table there.
Yeah, let me do
cool,
this.
Man, that's a lot of water. A lot of water. I mean, that water. I think that water is going to be a cool effect. I bet you this thing's going to be cool when we see it in motion. I think the colors of the table do go really well with the theme of the cabinet, though. You know.
Yeah, a lot of water on there, and somebody said they don't.
Kramer says, "Yo ho, Pirates Brad's life from me." That's right.
So there's a little bit of look at the table.
I got me a rum drink for tonight.
Nice.
That's cool. Those are where you activate the different modes and stuff. All those little those are like little ball catchers, huh?
Where?
It's hard to tell what's going on. Are those ships? I'm trying to see. No, those are ships. Those are sails.
Over here?
Zoom in on the middle.
Yeah, it's gonna get too brainy.
It's too brainy, yeah. No,
the green buttons.
That's probably the modes, yeah.
I think it's gonna be that many modes though. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9.
Man, I don't know. Do you see how much concept art they sent? I mean, this seems like there's something going on.
And then down here is your ×2 through ×10.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be the modes. It seems like an awful lot of though. So you got a bunch of ramps in here. Got the ship. Go. Some kind of one thing I can't tell is where the bumpers are.
Was that on the side? Is that a cannon?
Over here?
On the right side, yeah.
Yeah, that's what launches.
Yeah, you shoot off the ball out of a cannon.
Yep.
Cannonball.
Cannonball coming.
Yeah.
Yep. So the cannon shoots the ball out, which is pretty cool.
It looks like a pretty classic pinball design. I don't think they can mess this one up too bad, honestly, just looking at it.
I think I even said in my review, it doesn't look like there's platforms on top of platforms on this one. It looks like it's simple.
Crazy.
Yeah, it looks like a simple pinball table, which I really like. Magic Pixel kind of goes crazy sometimes, man, with all these different levels. So looks like it's gonna be pretty neat. table.
Man, imagine if the ball trails did like the water, like this ball skipping over the water. If it had like the water behind it, like, you know what I mean? Because look, the whole play field is water. It looks like.
Yeah,
I like it. It looks really cool. I can't wait to see it in motion. I mean, like I could just imagine what this will. I hope it turns out to be the way I think it'll be.
So I guess you're on like an island, I guess, right? Because you got a couple palm trees over here.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Got some letters down here, yellow. Got some letters here as well. Oh, so this is one of those saucers that the ball sits in.
Looks like there's a pirate over there hovering, huh?
Yep.
That's cool. It looks like they got two characters too. Go by the flippers. Looks like there's two characters like battling each other or looking at each other. On each one of those things, there's two characters.
Yep. Yeah, they both got like little revolvers.
Yeah, if they could do the water effects like Jaws, like Mad Ben Ham was saying, that would be really cool.
Yeah, so this would be Matt Pixel's first one that we've seen. It's not like a natural history or
I mean, to me, it's almost like too, like this one, like it is kind of like they're giving you the budget deal, right? They're giving you the super low price. You know, like people always were like waiting for Dinosaur Dynasty to go on sale, but here this table comes out and it just starts off with the killer price, right? You don't even have to wait. You don't have to wait for it to not sell or anything. It's just a great price. And the SSF kit's the way to go. I think this is like, there's no better time, Team McCluskey, there's no better time now than to jump in. Because guess what? It's just going to get better and better. Because we know what Zen's working on, right?
Yep.
Everything, but probably Disney and Marvel. The Disney properties, Marvel and Star Wars maybe is coming.
I don't know about that, man. At some point we'll get them, but I don't know if you might get them next year at some point. Oh, there he is in the chat. 3D trucker. What plunger going to come up with this Sea of Thieves?
That's what I was saying. Machine. Man, he needs to do like a Jolly Roger, like the skull and crossbones. Imagine how cool that would look on this. I can see it right now with the skull and crossbones as what you grab like the skull's head, you know, or something. That'd be wicked. This table would look really cool with like a skull Jolly Roger kind of plunger is what it needs. It's a finishing touch.
Well, you got to remember too, gameplay is not finished because remember they pushed back the table. We were supposed to get the table on November 28th, and they pushed it back to the end of the year. So that's now we know why, because they're not done with the table yet. That's why we don't see any gameplay.
Here's the thing, Team McCluskey. Once the bell is rung, it's rung. So if they send it out half baked, I mean there's companies that have done that, right? In this home arcade hobby we're in, there are companies that sent out stuff half baked. I mean, get it completely ready. Don't send it out halfway finished. I mean,
and they're not. So
I think it's going to be good. Here's my opinion. Just my opinion. I don't know. Just my opinion is, I know you're saying that they probably picked this because it's a more alive property. But what if they picked it because this is the funnest table to play? They had all three. They had the prototypes and they were playing them, and they was like, this one here, this is the winner. And don't forget, I mean, pinball tables, a lot of it's about gameplay, I mean, I don't necessarily love every property that I love as a pinball, right? But, I'm not a huge soccer fan, but I love World Cup soccer. I love it. So, it's like, if it's a good game, it's a good game, Yeah, I think they're probably going to have some kind of gameplay trailer come out eventually, probably pretty soon.
Yeah, I heard
they're working on it.
Yeah, I heard they're working on it. So
I mean, they listen. That's the thing with Atgames. Atgames listens. I mean, they are listening. I mean, they hear everything, and they are listening. They don't turn a deaf ear to the community. And but I'm excited. I think it's cool. I mean, I think it's if you want a good price for a machine with the SSF kit,
Yeah, at the lowest price, you ain't going to see anything lower than what it's going to come at. It's a good price at basically what, $14.50. It's great.
It's regularly what, $16.99.98 for the SSF kit.
Yeah, can you read that?
Yeah, it's a massive discount, Team McCluskey. That's the one to get. $1,700.
You can actually get it for $1,400.
$1,400 with affiliate code. Are you kidding me? That's sick, Team McCluskey.
So that's what, $300 off.
It's still expensive. I mean, these machines aren't cheap, but I mean, it's, you get an SSF kit, and I'll be honest with you, I really don't. If I buy another one, unless the topper blows me away, I don't really need a topper, unless it blows me away.
Yeah, and this one doesn't blow me away, this topper. But yeah, so basically $300 off. So you're almost getting. So if you look at that, it's like, how much is a regular SSF kit? So how much is a? I haven't looked at the SSF kit in so long. I know they're probably going to go on sale in the next.
They'll probably do a Black Friday. I bet you they do a Black Friday for the SSF kit.
Yep.
For the few people, but here's the thing: they're saying 3 out of every 4 are getting them with SSF kit already in it.
Right.
So how many people really cheaped out and got the one without the SSF kit? Not as many as you'd think, right? I always thought that number would be a lot higher, T. McCluskey, but from what they said, it's not high at all. 1 out of every 4 people is getting it, the bare bones one.
So the SSF kit normally is $400. So you're basically getting the SSF kit for $100.
A shout out to 3D Trekker. Marine 50 says he installed his Star Trek plunger today. He absolutely loves it. Yeah, I love mine. Every time I play my pinball, I'm like, damn, I love my Frankenstein on the plunger. It just never gets old, T. McCluskey. It's like so custom, It's like, I love it.
Okay, for the people that won the plungers, was I guess last week, right? We did a giveaway last week. I haven't shipped them yet, but they're going to go out this weekend. I finally got 5 boxes. Man, it's a hard time finding boxes, man. Small enough for these, but I will be shipping them out tomorrow, Saturday. So you should get your plungers next week.
I wonder if Ray got his yet. I sent it out. Remember I said it wasn't not going to be cheap to ship it. Team, it was not.
How much
cheap.
was it?
I want to say it was like 80. I think it was like $85.
I knew it was going to be around 100. I said probably around 100.
I thought, what was a kid? It was heavy, huh?
Yeah.
It's like they always hit you with like, well, it's the weight, and the size, and I'm like, whatever, it is what it is, right? Something cool though, something cool coming in the mail,
something cool. Yeah, so that's a pretty good deal. You're basically getting the SSF kit pre-installed for $100. So because normally they're $400 plus $100 for install, so they're really $500.
Yeah,
if you get it pre-installed. So you're getting it for basically $100 if you look at it that way.
Yeah, it's the way to go. If you just, if you want to jump in, that's a good place to jump in.
It's a really good place. The more I look at it, the more I see it's a really good deal.
I mean, just the library is going to get better and better. We got a lot of great Zen tables now. We got a lot of great tables in the library that you can get.
Ray says he did not get it yet, and I hope it comes in one piece.
Okay, it's coming. I hope it makes it. I packed it pretty good, and it's in styrofoam. It should be fine.
Anything else cool in here? Other normal typical stuff.
So if they ship it without the table, so I mean, I guess they should put something on it, right?
Well, you get Pinball Net free for 2 months.
Okay, so you can unlock Pinball Net and have all those games. That is true.
Plus, you can buy all the Zen tables. I mean, you can buy all the tables in the store.
Yeah.
You just don't have the one that comes with it.
Dude, I like that controller panel artwork. Look at that. What is that underneath the ship? That thing is amazing looking with the jaws.
Megalodon.
So that's the Megalodon?
Yep.
That thing looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad they started doing the matching control deck art.
Yeah, it raises the bar. I mean, like that, you pretty much have to do that after you see one. Like we did the buy stuff store decals, which are really nice, but once you see it like that, I mean, I'd never go back to the shiny black plastic, the fingerprint magnets, I mean, that's what I called it, the fingerprint. Yeah, because I'm just so OCD. Like every time I touch it, felt like I was smearing it. So, I mean, I like this direction they went. I think it's really good.
Yeah, the release date for Sea of Thieves actual table is December 31st. That's the release date. I do believe that's what it was. Let's pull my thing back up here. Is that it?
It's not that far away, Team McCluskey.
That one.
It's not that far away though. Zoom in.
I'm looking for the one. I know it's December 31st. Just looking for the one that actually said it. There it is. You're home. Yeah, Sea of Thieves table in our rare pinball pack for Legends HD and 4K will be rescheduled to December 31st, 2020.
Oh, look at that. We got Natural History Pack 3 coming in November 25th.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We playing after Thanksgiving week, probably. That looks awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And don't
I
forget,
do enjoy the Natural History series. They've done pretty good with the tables on the Natural History.
And then Killer Instinct and Battletoads have been rescheduled for NOD 2025, which is February 14th. So there you go. And if you guys weren't in here when we talked about the Sea of Thieves pinball machine, 110 could actually make it to your house before the end of the year. There's a good possibility. There's a good possibility. It's not guaranteed, but there's a possibility.
Yeah, I think it'd be good if you order the pinball, it'd be cool to get it before this pinball table comes out. I think.
Yeah,
you can still play pinball on it. I mean, the sooner they get it, the sooner they can start enjoying pinball.
Right. That's why I say don't wait.
Yeah, I wouldn't wait. I'd say Atgames ship the mugs out whenever they can. You know.
Well, the chat has spoken so far. It says, should Atgames wait to ship the Sea of Thieves machine until the table comes out? 65% said yes. 35% says no.
Wasn't there some other ones where it was really close? Like, I want to say maybe, was it Snoopy or some of the other ones were pretty close to the release date when the pinball machines actually shipped.
But the bad thing is if they wait until the table comes out, then nobody will get them this year. They'll all be in next year.
Yeah.
Because they won't ship them until December 31st, right? Or try to get it to come shipped around that time. Yeah. There's a good chance you won't get it until
here's the thing, normally I would say have caution, but a lot like New Wave Toys, I mean the early bird special, the first batch is always the best deal. And it's even better, Team McCluskey, you get the SSF kit with the deal. That's seriously sweet, Yeah. I mean, after having one and knowing the difference it makes and having it both ways, because I had mine for a while without the SSF kit. I mean, you're basically getting a full, you're getting everything you need to get started, and have a great experience, and enjoy the tables that you can get for the, 4K pinball. I think it's I think they did I also like they separated the topper from it.
Yeah. But, well, the thing is too, I mean, if you like the theme of the machine, if you don't like the table, well, who cares? You like the machine.
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about Addams Family? How do you feel about Attack from Mars or Monster Bash or Creature from the Black Lagoon or any other number of great tables? The Thing, Chucky. I mean, like, how do you feel about those? I mean, it's like you have access to all of that, right?
Yeah.
It's the access to all the tables that you get, which makes it really magical, right?
Yeah. You don't have to lean into that mic, man. Your mic sounds good.
I'm not leaning into okay.
You kind of like.
Sorry, excited. I'm excited.
I don't want your back to start hurt because you're like leaning.
Okay. I just want to make sure you can hear me. Okay.
Oh yeah, this mic is better than your other one.
I mean, and I have faith. I have faith. I mean, if they could fix Addams Family as bad as it, as much as they did to it, and change it as much as they can, I have faith that they're counting on this to be good.
Well, like I said, even if you don't like the table, hey, you like the art though, so you got the machine.
Yeah.
You don't have to like the table to get the machine. So that's why I say don't wait to ship them, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I mean, some people might like the Snoopy pinball, but doesn't like the table, especially how it plays. It is better than it was, but it's still a hard table, man. It's so much easier on Steam to play Snoopy than it is on Atgames. That's probably the only table I can say it plays better on Steam than 4K is Snoopy. It's just because the ball's so fast. And if they would zoom it in some, make the ball bigger, I think it would be a better experience for the Snoopy one. But all other tables, man, I can't complain about any other the tables on 4K. Can you? I mean, I love all the other tables.
Like
Snoopy's
I'm not that picky.
Snoopy's just a little hard to play still.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, like, who would have thought Battlestar Galactica would sound as great as it does? Once you hear that Battlestar Galactica with the SSF, I mean, that's a game that really pushes the SSF. I mean, now Zen has it fully optimized where they're getting the SSF where it really sounds great, right?
Oh yeah,
it's exciting time. I mean, there's no better time to get into Atgames Pinball than right now, and this is a just crazy good price. I mean, and then the best part, Team McCluskey, you don't have to install the SSF kit yourself. It's factory installed.
And you don't have to worry about yourself messing something up in your machine.
That's what I was worried about.
That's the other thing, man. You know,
you saw when I took the monitor off to get in there. I mean, you got to get in there. You're going to get to know every part of it. I mean, you're going to be all the way into the machine. You know, but
because you can fry your machine, man, if you do something wrong.
Yeah, well, I mean,
if you get pre-installed, you don't have to worry about that.
A lot of working in small, cramped spaces. You know, when I dropped that screw and it rolled underneath the motherboard and stuff, I was like, everything had to stop. Team McCluskey, till I found it, there was nothing. I mean, I could not do anything, right?
And it's rolled up
under there. Yeah, it's like it is black. I was like, so I mean, it's not hard, but it is a little time consuming, and it's a lot of work in really cramped spaces. You know, but if I get another one, I'm getting SSF kit installed. It's money well spent, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. Even at the another nice thing too is say you had a bad part, you don't have to go to support.
Support and try to get something. It's all set up from the get go.
They'll just do it right there when they're installing it. And that's the other nice thing about it is if something's you got a bad part, they'll just swap it out right there at the factory.
Yeah, even with like the future arcade that they're probably going to make. I mean, like, I put these marquees, these fancy flashy bit pixel marquees on, and you have to set them all up and deal with software. I mean, just to have everything already set for you. Like, you literally just, put the legs on, put the back box on, and you're off to the races. You're playing pinball. You're playing all the games we love, right? And that's a cool thing. Team McCluskey, you're getting new games every couple weeks, right? You're getting a constant stream of new stuff to play on top of what we already have.
Yeah, sometimes it's every week. Sometimes it's like, a week. And
it averages out to about one a week.
2 more weeks.
Yep. Averages out to be one a week. It's pretty insane.
So that's why we're on a low right now, because we had that last 3-pack. So
if you love pinball, I mean, this is a good time. There's all kind of stuff.
Hey, Chaotic, how you doing, man? And the plunger cover I have not shipped yet. I'm going to be shipping them out tomorrow and Saturday, so you should get it next week. I do apologize, everybody, for the delay, but
you had to sail the high seas to find those tiny boxes for those plunger covers. That was the quest. The quest for treasure.
I have a bunch of big boxes. I ain't gonna put it in a real huge box.
They sell boxes in stores.
They do.
They do. Yeah, you could go to like Office Depot, buy some little boxes or something.
Oh, that's true. I was gonna do the bubble.
I know it's so wasteful. I got I was that way when I was looking for the box to ship the creature prize. I was like, I gotta get the right box,
Yeah, and it's not just 52 tables. We're getting 52 tables for Zen and 26 for Magic Pixels. So we're actually getting 78 tables next year.
78 tables, 52 new ones. You could do the 52 or everything except for Marvel and Star Wars. Yep. I mean, if you look at the 52, you can look at the Zen library, and that's what it comes out to be.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm not saying that's a never. I mean, that certainly could happen, but I think the user base has to keep growing, right? I mean, those are big IPs. Those are expensive to buy.
Yeah. And the way Zen sells those are in big packs. I hope Zen.
That Marvel pack is huge. You know what I did on the PC? I got that on my PlayStation. I got the thing. They stopped offering it where they had like you get like everything. Like, it's like you get everything. It's like a subscription model.
I'm excited to see what Magic Pixel has.
And then on Steam, I just bought them all because whenever they do a sale on Steam, it's ridiculous. Like, that's when you buy Steam pinball tables. Black Friday, I bet you Zen will have a sale for getting off of Steam. Like, if you're going to do OTG as well, but to be honest with you, Team McCluskey, OTG, it's almost not even a factor anymore. Because to me, games they play better now on native. They flip-flop the whole thing. I mean, the games play better on native than on OTG.
Doc Mario, it is official for now. No Star Wars or Marvel. Atgames has said many a times that they got to grow their fan base on the 4K first.
Yeah.
Disney wants to see more sales.
You think people are critical now. Imagine if it was like 4 or 5 times more expensive to get those tables. Would people even buy them? I don't think they would. Because everyone would compare them to like the other platforms, right?
Well,
so, it's tough. They got to get big enough that they can kind of get in there.
One thing it could help with the price is instead of coming out with these big packs, keep bringing the 3-packs out. That would help the price on the Marvel and Star Wars. Instead of 9 or whatever they are, 20 or whatever, just do 3 at a time.
Yeah,
that would help with the pricing.
Yeah. Well, you could always OTG too. I know that's not we're going away from that, I think, pretty much. But I mean, there's always that option if you really want to play everything.
So I like these 3-packs coming out. It ends up being $5 a
table.
I'm
kind of a fan of the $5 tables. I don't know why. I just like, I guess the same price, 15 for 3. Or the only thing is when you buy them individually, you're not locked into buying any ones you don't want.
Right. True.
But I mean,
but the packs so far, have been pretty dang good.
So far, they've been very consistent. Yeah. Like I couldn't stand the Xena table on OTG, but I actually like it on the.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
I could not stand it on OTG. I was like, this is the worst. This one, I won't say it's the worst table, but it just was a drain monster. Like it seemed like it was very cheap. Very cheap. But I mean, I on the Atgames it plays better. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's a shot accuracy or the optimization, but I mean, they said they pretty much set up everything. This wasn't like a tweak. This wasn't like a coat of paint over it. They rebuilt the code from ground zero to redo these tables so they play like this.
Yep. Using Linux.
And it shows. I mean, like the shot accuracy is fantastic. Like I swear I could shoot better on the OTG. I mean, on the native tables than I can on OTG. And I got a wicked good computer now. Yeah, Xena's great. I was surprised. It plays really good on the Atgames.
Yeah, my understanding with the Star Wars and Marvel, Disney wants to see more sales of machines.
Team McCloskey, I think the Atgames Pinball is going to be the premium format. I think people that really love to play competitively on virtual pinball are going to start playing on Atgames. I think it's going to grow and grow and grow. We're already seeing it in the Zen tournaments right now that they're running on the Flipper Friends. Look how competitive it is.
Look how many people play the Zen tournaments.
The only thing I regret is I think they're turning people away by not increasing the tournament size. I think that's a huge
leaderboard. Leaderboard size.
The leaderboard size needs to be bigger. But I mean, I think it's great. I mean, this is going to be if you love pinball, I mean, nothing replaces real pinball, Team McCloskey, but this is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun.
Yep. Yeah. So here you go. Here, I finally found it. 67% of owners are enjoying the full benefits. Substantial investment buying the machine. So that's the people getting the SSF kit pre-installed. 67%. Then to help the 33% owners adding the SSF experience, we will run a few SSF kit deals for $100 off. Support you making the upgrade. And also new purchases are showing 3-to-1 ratio for the SSF kit pre-installed machines versus non-pre-installed. Pre-installed units are at 3 times the rate to run out. Yeah, and didn't Attack from Mars run out for this year with the SSF?
Yeah, I believe so. I think they're sold out.
So we already got one machine with SSF kit pre-installed, sold out for the year. Attack from Mars. I think that's the only one so far.
Yeah.
That's pretty good though. 67% of sales.
The OTG is not optimized for SSF kit like the Zen tables are that you purchase from Atgames. That's why I'm saying Atgames as a native platform is going to become the way to go because the tables are so dialed in. Even Zen has said that everything they do on Atgames is like extra work. It's dialed in specifically for it to play on the Atgames pinball.
Yeah, SSF kit does not work with the OTG. And it's not going to work with OTG ever.
I mean, that it has some SSF, but nothing on the level that you're going to get on these native tables where it's built from the ground up around it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, for example, what's that one table? There's one table that Zen has that really has pretty good SSF, but all of them have good SSF now. Since they did the rebuilds, they totally redid the sound. I mean, they totally redid the sound. So,
yeah.
And Tony C says he loves his AFM with the SSF kit pre-installed. Yeah, I mean, once you play with it and you have played it with SSF, it's like a whole nother level of coolness. You know, it's like pretty cool without it, but it's really cool with it. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially some of the tables really do a great job with the tuning it in, you know.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, even
like the creature from the Black Lagoon, even though it's a classic table, like the squeak of the plunger when you move it, like everything about it is like the nuance of it, you know.
Wonder why that's the only one they did that with.
I don't know. It's great though. I love it. Every time I pull the plunger, and you hear that little, the little sound it makes. It sounds so real. It's like it's like a great, you know.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny that that's the only one that does that.
Yeah, just like the SSF kit works, but it's like mild, like it's like spicy and strong with the native tables. It does work. It's not that it doesn't work, but it's not as optimized. Like it's totally more tuned in.
Yeah,
I forgot the name of that table. I played it. It was it's like a Ravenwood or something. It's the one that Wagner streamed too. That one has the best SSF from the Zen OTG tables. Yeah. The SSF does work on OTG. It does not output at the same level as Atgames native tables.
Yeah, well, I was just going by what Mel Kirk said.
Yeah.
We'll play the video
it's just
here
not on the same level. It's a whole different level.
Yeah. But it's not something they're gonna like start doing either.
No, they're not going to be bringing that to OTG.
No. The way it is now is going to be the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine they're out there, Doc Mario. He said looking for higher quality back box speakers. The best place to go look at those would be pinball websites.
Yeah.
You can get bigger ones too if you want to cut your holes bigger, speaker holes.
Yeah.
These are what, 3.5?
Hey, here's the thing though, Steve McCloskey, it's already expensive enough right now. I think just let people mod, you know? Like some people are like, oh, we should put LED speakers on all these pinballs. Like, no, that's just gonna raise the price up, for everybody. I mean, it's already expensive enough, right? I mean, it's certainly something you could mod and do yourself.
Yeah. Jason answered 3D Truckers. Wonder if there's an estimate on the VPX standalone. Jason said it's going to be an open beta for a period of time shortly.
So what does that mean? Everyone can do it if it's open beta?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay. That'd be good.
Karl says he used kickers.
The thing is, once we get that, we think we have it good now. I mean, all those tables we'll never get. Then you'll be able to get your hands on them. You'll be able to get your hands on them, T. McCluskey. Yep. All those ones you're never going to get. All those tables you'll never ever get. You'll be able to get your hands on.
Yep. And, Rock Band's ones.
Like Thanos snapping his fingers, and boom, there's all the rest of the pinball tables you ever wanted to play. One shot. Boom, 452 tables on top of this great. But the thing is, the native tables have, there's a lot of benefits to playing. You have leaderboards. There's just there's a lot to it besides just it playing the table, right? You can compete in Flipper Friends. I think it's cool.
Yeah, Thor Casey, I did hear that they are working on some things.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for sure it'd be nice to have like some cover, like a dust cover, would be good. A natural, something to put on top of it. When not playing, be nice.
Caro said, "I want Doom and Aliens from FX3."
Maybe like one of those mats, fatigue mat. What do you think?
Yeah, fatigue mat. Yeah,
fatigue mat. Maybe but like the same stuff Stern sells, right? I mean, they sell all that stuff for Stern Pinball.
Yeah,
dust covers I think would be probably the most needed of an accessory if they were themed to each table.
Yeah, I think they would sell the most of those.
Yeah, that's the first thing I do. I mean, I'm so OCD. I dust off my table every time, just like get all that. I want it like perfectly clean.
Yep. I like my Elvira dust cover, but if Atgames came out with especially a custom one that actually fits, definitely would buy it.
Yeah, well, they need to come up with a dust cover for Creature from the Black Lagoon and the complete table to match it. That's all they need to do.
I know, right?
Just the complete table. I want the dust cover, but I also want the complete table.
And I think people would buy dust covers, themed to a table too.
I think they totally would. Yeah.
Not just to the machine.
The ones that are popular, like Adam's Family, and like just get a couple different, couple of the ones that they sold a lot of. Have a couple themes,
Non-reflective glass. I don't know if they'll do. They'll never do non-reflective glass unless it comes standard with the machine.
Yeah, that glass. Yeah, it's got to be hard to ship glass. I bet you it's pretty breakable. Man,
that glass I bought, man. I told you it's not. They ship that stuff, man. Like really good,
really well protected. I imagine because it's one hit that's gone.
Yeah, and it's not tempered glass, so. They had a really, they did. They really, there was cardboard involved. There was, shrink wrap, freaking bubble wrap.
Yeah, you got to probably protect the heck out of it to ship. I can't imagine shipping glass. All I know is that iArcade, you try to ship glass, and then they said it was tempered. It wasn't tempered. And I think that half the glass they shipped probably broke in shipping because it just was so hard to ship it,
Especially if UPS is.
That is true. They would sell if they did a custom pinball plungers. But Mikey Yoon, we got a guy that does that. We got a guy. He does a great job. He's on Etsy, and they're cheap. For the quality, you're not going to do better. For the money, Team McCloskey, I'm a customer. I would buy again. For the money, you can't beat it.
Yeah. My dog uses a painter's canvas as a dust cover. But yeah, I like dust covers. I like my Elvira, man. It's so funny because she looks different between underneath a black light and a normal light.
I bet she does.
She's like white underneath a black light, and then she's like tan under regular sunlight. It's kind of neat that they did that way.
So we're going to talk about really the biggest other Atgames news was the BlahCade interview. We did reach out to BlahCade. They're a great channel. If you're not subscribed, go drop them a sub. We have a link in the description of this video. They did give us permission to show some of their interview. We kind of cut it way up, made it a lot shorter. But this is really the inside scoop with Mel Kirk, right?
Yep. Who's
Mel Kirk, Team McCluskey?
COO of Zen Studios.
The top dog at Zen Studios.
Right. BlahCade got him
pretty much down a lot of the things we suspected and confirms.
Yep. Yeah, it's a pretty good interview. I try to take out the most important parts of it.
Yeah, it's a lot shorter. We cut it up a little bit, but go to their channel, subscribe. I do watch this podcast. It's very good. These guys are real pinball players too, Team McCloskey.
Oh, I bet
real pinball, and they talk virtual pinball, but they do both. It's a great channel. I would highly recommend subscribing. I'm a subscriber,
and I do have the link to this interview
it's in the description
of this live stream.
So go check them out and watch them whenever it's in my feed. I watch it. It's always good.
Jason put up the link. There's a link there, guys. So you just click on it there. Let's roll this thing.
Let's roll this mug.
No, with a physical machine you can nudge around and bash around on, it's amazing. That's definitely where it's at for me.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Because a lot of work has gone into that, and it's taken several generations and a lot of trial and error over the years. And we've talked about the potential of cabinets, and I think that we're finally just now getting to the point where the vision is being realized.
Your partnership with Atgames in particular, it's really been gaining momentum in terms of how often you've had releases coming. Are we still looking at 15 down the line, or has that plan changed a little bit?
Yeah, I think we are. There's been a significant number of challenges in the manufacturing landscape, and PK over at Games, I think he's got to be one of the best in the world at managing this stuff because he's done it for so long. And even when he's talking to me about the challenges they're facing, it is a real tricky situation.
Yeah.
Both just with pieces of things available and materials, and then shipping costs and all this stuff. So we got out of the gate really good, and I think that it was really well timed. If we had waited for later, it might not have gone so smoothly. But we still have a plan to get all those machines out. It's just going to take a little while longer, but I'm looking at what we've done in this short amount of time. 5, and especially the licenses we have, I think it's pretty great. So yes, there's definitely more coming.
Can you dive into a little bit about what went into the solving that latency problem? Because it seems like you guys were in discussions with all sorts of people to try and solve this issue.
Yeah, I mean, we completely rebuilt the code base. We went all the way back to 0, and everything is Linux based now. And
complete rebuild, Steve McCluskey.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was a monumental effort.
From the ground up, rebuilt.
18
it
months.
Shows.
I feel like my team was about ready to give up. So we found a few things which led us to where we went. It was a very painstakingly slow process. I know everybody was super patient with us, but now that it's done and we now don't have to worry about it anymore. We were literally celebrating when we got the test back and the latency was what it was and below 60 ms and everything. So it's finally fixed, but probably one of the biggest efforts to fix a problem that we've ever had to do or spend resource wise.
It wasn't just latency that got fixed. There were some graphical enhancements that went in when this all came back out. So it also looked a little bit better. All the sound got balanced out so that it was all equal across. And it seemed like the surround sound kit all of a sudden was really being utilized much more than it had been previously.
Yeah, I think all this takes time to come together. We are software. Atgames is hardware. Although, I mean, you guys make their own tables too, but to bring two kind of, companies in and really have to like get down into the nitty gritty to make everything phenomenal, it takes time. It's like, year after year, technologies get better, get a little cheaper. That's just the normal progression. So I think that we're in a place now where, all the cool, like the SSF kit, I don't know if you played Knight Rider yet, but in my opinion, like, dude, that thing is banging with the SSF.
Without that surround sound feel, it's not as immersive. Just feeling the pop over, feeling the ball rolling around with everything, it just sinks you in, and you no longer are concerned about, oh my gosh, there's a Jaggy on that rail. It doesn't matter anymore. It's about
McCluskey, there's a Jaggy on that rail.
I point those suckers out.
Yeah, I think
you gotta point those mugs out.
And what we hear from a lot of players, I mean, their whole family is enjoying it. We have a wide variety of content, so it's the kids can play them at like I have pictures. People send me their pictures, and it makes life great. Like you see someone's little daughters playing My Little Pony, and then the mom and dad. Like recently, we've got some of the M-rated stuff, and they're like, "We're celebrating Halloween," and it's like it's cool.
Yeah.
So that's what pinball should be about. And all the pieces, all the hardware is now in sync with the software, and we've gotten a lot of the issues behind us. I think now what we need to do is make sure that people can experience the machine in like more locations to figure out if they want to get one.
Yeah.
And I think that we're gonna, from here we should really start to scale up.
You feel like
I think so too.
I think it's the system integration, like he was saying, that makes it so good now.
The Games platform.
Everything's working together.
Yeah, that'll happen in 2025. I think that we have a release coming in June, and I think that's the target to launch day and day. So when Zen announces a game, you'll see the Atgames logo on the logo.
Now,
I've been waiting for that.
A second, man.
I was waiting for that.
Day would be great, man. If the Atgames table launched the same day that it launches everywhere else, like on Steam and everything, that'd be great. But like this table we just played would be an ideal candidate, like the Camp Bloodbrook. Like that's one I can't wait to play on the Atgames, Team McCluskey.
Well, you said June. Something's launching on June, and that's the date that they want Atgames to be there in day one. So that's awesome. And June, I mean, it's not that far away. Cool. So I was hoping that Atgames would be on that board, one day. I didn't think it would be this soon, but that's freaking awesome, man.
What is that painting? Is that a painting of like Darth Vader with an atomic bomb going off behind him?
Yeah, it's Darth Vader. I don't know if it's just like a moon or something or Death Star.
That is crazy. That is a cool. He's got some cool stuff in his background. If you start looking at all the little things he has around.
Yeah, that's the Death Star behind.
Yeah. He's probably got some pinball machines at the office though, Mikey Yoon. He's probably got a whole bunch of stuff to play at the office.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not
I
sure.
know they had some real pinball. They had like Theater of Magic in the Zen videos. They do have some of these pinballs.
They have quite a few. Looks like
which is exciting.
So that's so cool, man. That game is going to be there on day one now when they drop tables starting in June. Hopefully, that's awesome to hear. It's awesome to hear that. When I heard that, man, I was like, "What? That's freaking awesome!"
Yeah.
That game's.
I've been really happy with the integration of Pinball M tables coming to Atgames, and Pinball M has always been a little more challenging to run, I think, than Pinball FX. So I think at Pinball M tables running good is a huge win. A huge accomplishment.
Yeah, they just run just like all the other ones.
Yeah.
So let's see. So we're halfway through.
So day and date would be amazing. Like that would be like heaven for Atgames pinball fans.
I know. They're planning on doing it starting in June, so that's good to hear.
That is cool.
Back and forth between Atgames and playing OTG mode, cabinet mode of Pinball FX and Pinball M. First off, is there a point where those games can utilize the surround kit in Atgames' cabinet?
Oh, from the OTG, I see.
Yes.
No, that's an exclusive feature. All these builds of the games on Atgames are all extra work, extra coding, engineering. It's a special build for it.
It's a custom build.
The OTG versions don't support the SSF kit.
Okay.
There you go.
Versions, right?
Yes, Dean. Centering your focus once again, narrowing it down and being able to work on the content more with Atgames. Is Zen where they want to be with those releases with 4K, or are there even dreams and aspirations that you guys are hoping to still pump through later down the line?
You mean with actual 4K?
Just using the 4K cabinet. I'm talking about the 4K, the Atgames 4K cabinet.
What we want to do with it.
Yeah.
I think there's so much potential here. I don't want to get too far ahead of, because we do have plans for more live services and events and things that people can participate in and building that sense of community. And I think that there's a lot that we can do. When a player's invested that much money, or I consider it like a family has invested that much money in this unit, and it goes into their home. Of course, we want to give them a steady stream of content that they can have fun with. But like, there's more that we can do with that content. We can provide them more value with every table. It's not just that they have to play it. And we have their leaderboards, and now they're doing the Flipper Friends tournaments and things like that. I think that you'll see those ideas like blossom into larger scale events.
Pause it for 1 second. 1 second. Pause it. Pause it. What we really need is ranking. We need ranking when you play a tournament. We just need to have ranking no matter where you come at. Like, I think that would be the biggest accomplishment, Yep.
See where everybody's coming in at.
When I go play a tournament, when I go to an event, at least I get a ranking, and I think that is important. So I think as a long-term goal, I think ranking should be something they should consider. And also expanding the pool. The user pool is way too small for something as big as Atgames Pinball to have 50 players on Zen Pinball. Zen Pinball, and this is, I think, this is a very premium format. Everyone loves Zen Pinball, so we're super stoked to have Zen Pinball. But I think keep growing it, right?
Right.
But if we limit it to 50 long term, it's gonna hurt. If they limit it to 50, I think they got to grow it. Okay, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I just had to say that every show we do, I'm gonna say it, Team McCloskey. But I mean, those are the things I would like to see come to the tournament end of it for Flipper Friends, especially.
Yeah, even if I don't know, Definitely have to expand.
What was the cutoff
leaderboard.
point on Knight Rider? 114 million. I mean, that's insane. Just do rankings, like Mad Ben Hand says. Yeah, like the AFPA does. Just do rankings. And I know maybe I just think it would be better if they did, long term.
I mean, if you're not in the
Down
top
the
50,
road, down the road.
you have no clue where you're at. After 50,
I mean, maybe I'm 52. Maybe I'm not as bad as I thought, right? But you don't even know. You don't even know. Maybe you're 400th.
Yeah, you don't know.
You just don't know. You don't know. So the ranking, I think, is important. As much as we like to make fun of Arcade 1-Up, they do rank on their leaderboards. As much as we, I mean, so ranking is something to it,
Oh yeah,
something to it.
People like to see that, man.
It makes the world smaller, right? It makes the world smaller.
Even if you're 1 million. I mean,
yeah.
Hey, at least you know where you're at.
Yeah, I mean, Doc Mario is always in that 51st place. He's right at 51.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, I'll tell you what, many a times when I get to that 49 or 50 and I'm sweating bullets, I'll get back on that 4K pinball. Team McCluskey, I will give it another go because that motivates me, right? I mean, it's good to get a ranking, Yeah. Oh, specifically, Doc Mario said 51. You get kicked off the leaderboards at 51, so
nobody knows. Nobody knows.
It's like you're invisible then. Why even play, right? You're off the leaderboard.
Like 112 million, I can't reach that, so I'm not gonna do it.
It does force you to get better, but I think they leave some people behind, which in the process, right? That's not when we you want to include as many people as you can.
Yep. Increase it to at least 100, and only the top 50 get the prizes.
Yeah, you don't need to change the prize thing at all. I mean, I love that they even do prizes. Like, I think, I would compete just to compete because I like the joy of competition, right? I mean, the prizes are just the icing on the cake, right?
I mean, I don't even really look at those prizes.
I don't either. I mean, to me, it's all about just playing.
Yeah, I'm not going, oh, did I get the random prize? I never really even look.
Yeah. The only thing I look at is, am I better than Team McCluskey? Can I take Team McCluskey out? Can
Team McCluskey get on the leaderboard?
Yeah, hey man.
Only the top 50 can get on there.
Yeah, it's look for the people in the community that are on the leaderboards that are playing the machine. The people that are playing the machines. If you play the machine, Team McCluskey, you get on the leaderboards. You can't hide. So, which influencers are you going to trust? The ones that are never on the machine, or the ones that play all the time?
What's that?
I said, you could tell who plays by the leaderboards. If you play, you get on the leaderboard no matter what. So, I mean, the influencers you should trust should be the people that you see on the leaderboards that are playing the games. It's obvious who plays.
Can't trust me then.
Team McCluskey, you just need to get better. Actually, you do good. You do really good on some tables. You've done really well on some tables.
I just don't have time like some people.
I know. It takes time. It takes time.
I didn't play pinball almost all week. I played a little bit last night.
Yeah, I really enjoy it, and we really are in a golden age. Like I said, there's no better time to jump in because things are heating up. Team McCluskey, we're heating up.
Heating up,
man. Now's the time.
I don't have 3 or 4 hours to sit there and play pinball over and over and over.
Oh, I wish. Yeah, I make time. I enjoy playing. But there's no hiding. If you play at all, if you're playing at all and you're getting better, you're going to get on these leaderboards, and you can quickly tell the people in the community that are the gamers.
I guess I'm not a gamer. I'm not on the leaderboard. I'm a Knight Rider.
Well, Knight Rider. I'm saying. That's. I rest my case. My point is with Knight Riders, a lot of people get kicked off the leaderboards, even though they might play. They're playing, but then they get ejected. So I mean, I feel like those tables,
I got ejected, man. Ejected me right out.
When your entry level score is basically almost getting to wizard mode. I mean, that's a little bit intimidating for people that are new to pinball, right?
Yep.
It's a little bit intimidating. I mean, I love the competition, but it's intimidating for people that are just starting to learn how to play. And we want to get more players playing ultimately.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Closest I got to top 50 was 100. I think my That score was 84 million. So I had to get the 112. You know, it's like, damn, never gonna get there.
Yeah.
At least not until the week's over. You know.
Welcome to stream, Goofyfoot.
Yeah, what's up, Gooffoot? I mean, I'll probably get there eventually, but like this week, I was trying to play last night, man. It's like, damn it, man. And then you play a long game like that. It's like, man, I want to sit there and play another long game.
It's tough because you got to choose, right? Like I wanted to play more Camp Bloodbrook, but like I was like at the 50th spot on Knight Rider. So like I'm not, I had to play Knight Rider.
Yeah, I did get in that one mode where the ball goes all wonky in that. Like Kit's controlling the ball.
Oh yeah.
They'll go underneath the flippers and come back out, and
that is crazy when it does that.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, I do like it's the only pinball machine you can ghost ride the machine and it'll play itself. Like when you get the auto drive or whatever, and actually you actually are still in control because you control what Kit targets. So you can have them target a high priority target, like something that gives you a big bonus, or something that starts a multi-ball, right?
Yep.
There's like so many, there's so much strategy. It's, and that's one of the great things. These pinball tables, you almost need a week to play each one to get a feel for really everything it has to offer, right? That's why I think tournament play is such a great way to really get into the hobby of virtual pinball, because it takes almost takes a week to really explore these tables where you're getting into really appreciating what's actually going on, in my opinion. This is my opinion. But anyway, sorry to break it up. Let's start the interview back up. But tournaments need to be bigger.
Yep.
For just for Zen tables.
Yep. Yeah, we're almost done here. We got 3 minutes left.
Awesome into larger scale events, and we can tie those in with our licensors. We can celebrate other forms of what's going on in the fandom of those IPs, perhaps. I don't know, maybe like there's e-sport level activity where it's, money on the line. There's a lot of cool things that we can potentially do.
I imagine that that's what you're talking about with getting these out there more, is being able to maybe have these at physical locations.
Exactly, and that is definitely on our roadmap. You will see these machines. I think I can say it. I mean, I don't know. You'll see these machines in retailers. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say which one specifically, but I think people will walk up to this. They know. I mean, most people know what to do when they walk up to a pinball machine. That's the beauty of it. They have to hear it and feel it and be like, "Whoa, this thing is for real. This really feels good and it plays well. Look at all these games." I think our price point is really, really attractive. I think how the quality of the machine and it not breaking down is really, really great. And then when you turn it on, you connect it to Wi-Fi, all the things you get to do with it. So I think it's not a hard sell. People just need to be able to know it exists and get a feel for it.
And I definitely have to applaud you guys with your pricing. $5 a table has been great. It doesn't feel like it's not as painful when you're dropping in those little doses, as opposed to a much larger pack where all of a sudden it's like, oh, maybe I have to think about
like
that.
Marvel and Star Wars are those gigantic packs.
Yeah. This is a problem that we have in the ball world in general. Is a brand new player comes in and holy crap, like I can spend so much, it's too much. I do think someone, this family or the player who's investing this much money, I think they're, they turn it on right now. There's a good amount of content, but at some point it's going to be like, well, this is a lot.
But that's okay. People like the choice. People like the variety.
It's never enough, Team McCluskey. We can always have more.
I think that the factors with.
I mean, as far as that goes, as far as new tables to play and stuff.
Arcade went up. I think Arcade went up, lost interest in the category for whatever reason. Atgames, we're just suffering from global shortages, which there's no way that they can control or have an effect on. So it's two different things. Like the issues, I wouldn't even call them issues. I just think that they're factors and things that you couldn't have planned for or guessed. And even then, Atgames' investment into this is huge, and they bought ahead. They put a lot of they risked a lot to go forward with this.
They went all in.
As far as a partnership goes, like I'm impressed that they would go and it feels good. Like Zen is investing a certain amount, and they are on the manufacturing side. Like I can still hit a button and distribute to all, hundreds of millions of players, right?
Yeah.
With the push of a button. They are focusing on growing a very specific segment of this business, and it requires a lot of upfront. And so they're trying to minimize all of the issues that we're facing, but some of it might be like, we can't get to 15 different designs in the time that we wanted. Well, here's 5. I still think that's a fantastic result.
Yeah.
So far.
There you go. So you heard it.
Make sure you go drop by BlahCade, give them a sub. It's a great channel. I watch everything they do. So
right there,
interview.
Mel Kirk said, Arcade 1-Up lost interest in the pinball. They just lost interest for whatever reason. He doesn't even know why.
I don't even know. Been there, done it. Terribly executed, but
yeah. But then they lost interest in they didn't try to grow it or make it better. They just kind of lost.
Here's the thing, that the Atgames has growth potential, right? It's just going to get bigger and bigger. I mean, the Arcade 1-Up was just a one-time deal. Like, there was no expandability, there was no store, you couldn't add extra tables to it. This is a whole different. Yeah, I mean, it's more expensive, but look what it can do, right? It's no comparison.
No, there's not a comparison. It's just interesting that he actually said, Arcade 1-Up lost interest in the category for whatever reason.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know why. Sounds like.
I think he has a good grasp too. Like, the people that are buying these machines, when you're putting that much money into a virtual pinball machine, you want something that's going to, have a lot of features and have a lot of growth, right? Something that just expand, something that's going to grow over time. They're going to get more pinball tables. You're going to get more things to do on it, right?
Yep.
So
yeah, it's not going to. 4K is not going to just go streamline. They're going to try and make improvements as they go along.
Yeah, and just gradually get better and better and better. Just like they do, like the actual, the creators that make these pinball tables in the hobby. They're constantly looking to improve, right? It just doesn't happen overnight. I mean, it's just like sharpen the saw. Get a little better each time, right?
Yeah, like Mel Kirk said, it took him 18 months to get this flipper lag improvement. It's a long time.
Yeah, I mean,
18 months.
Yeah, well, I mean, they ended up just starting over from scratch, so
it was the best thing to do.
We always suspected that was exactly what happened because they were so different.
Yep.
Other than they looked kind of the same, but the way they played was so different. We kind of expected that's what they did, but there it was directly. He told you that's what they did.
Yep, confirmed. Yeah, all Linux based now. Yeah, they. Magic Pixels probably said, guys, you're going to start over, man. Ground up.
Start over. Game over, man.
You got some problems here.
No hitch in a ride with work you've already completed. It's got to do a fresh build. But, anyway. But they know what they're doing, though. I mean, they got the best people working on it. So, I mean, they know what they're doing. So I'm sure it doesn't take them as long as it would take someone that was new to it. But, that I'm just happy where we're at now, right? We've come a long way. When I look at the way where we're at now from where we started, we've had a lot of growth for 1 year.
You got to turn that mic down a little bit more, man.
A little more?
Dude, you're so loud. My ears crack every once in a while.
Sorry, man. This Yeti mic.
Oh, it's a Yeti?
Yeah.
See, and I noticed when my snowball was louder than this mic.
Yeah.
I noticed that, like when I'm doing videos and stuff.
It's really, really hot. I'm sorry if I'm blowing you out. I don't mean to blow you out, but
that's all right.
I wanted to stream out of the arcade tonight.
Man, we just got to get your mic.
Yeah,
it's definitely different level. Like I said, I noticed it when I went from my snowball to this one. Actually, some of the videos I do actually have to amplify my sound off of this mic. I never had to do that.
I like the other mic better though. It's a little clearer.
It's crisp.
I find mic I like better than this Yeti, but this is what I have in here. Team Klosky, this is what's in here.
But it sounds good though.
Okay.
Sounds good though. But yeah, it's not as like clear as your other one.
Yeah.
But it still sounds really good. So what else did you take off from that interview?
What I take from that interview?
I mean, some good stuff in there.
Definitely, Zen and Atgames are definitely going to be working together for the foreseeable future. It sounds like every table, except for probably Star Wars and
Marvel,
are on the table to be made, because the 52 or whatever that number is exactly how many there are, but outside of those two. But
And
I don't know.
yep.
It's a good place to be. You know, I mean, they got a ton of great stuff to play. So, I mean, we're gonna have lots of tables to play, lots of fun in the future.
Yeah, and then you heard him say too. He's like, they will be at stores, so we'll be at retailers. And he's right too with that. It's like people want
So
to
they
touch
can
it
be
and play
more
it.
expensive. Yeah, I agree to a certain
It will
extent,
be.
but you know,
It will be
it's
more
a premium
expensive.
product. Like, you know, I think buying direct has its advantages, right? I mean,
Oh
you
yeah,
saw how much it cost at Amazon to get but they're giving the most deluxe model. But what I'm saying is, you know, you're basically
$400
buying
off.
directly from the source. You're not going to get cheaper than that. And you're actually
No,
even
you're
more than
not.
that. You're buying directly from where they're made, from the factory.
But you
How
know how
can you?
some people are. Some people want to see it, touch it, and play it first. I get that.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going to pay a little bit more.
I think what they could do is they could look for ways to showcase them. I don't know, like one thing I thought would be cool is like if they went like Six Flags or something, like and had some of like the peanuts or just something, just promotions, you know?
Yeah. Well, and the other cool thing about retailers are too. Yes, it's going to be more money, but a lot of times you have more payment options at retailers too, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yes, I mean, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, because like right now you can buy was it the Addams Family up there on Amazon for $2,400. I know somebody said complained about that, but it's like when you sell stuff on Amazon, it's not free. Amazon wants their
Not
cut
free,
too.
yeah. I think you
They
do
want
get
their
like 2
percentage.
years of Pinball Net or something. There were some extra benefits that they gave
Yes,
you
sir.
that are a little bit above and beyond. But still, it's like, you know, to me, I'd just rather buy direct. That's just me. I mean, I'm gonna get the best price, you know. But I
Yeah,
understand, you know, I understand
Zen
people want to see them in stores, but you know, I mean, they've been there and done that, right? I mean, that's how you get the closeouts then, and that devalues everyone's product. So
Yep.
your product that you know might be a $700 product, now it's worth $300 to everybody.
that's only
Every
bad.
single person that ever got one now, your machine is now worth the lowest price it's sold for. So it devalues the entire product line long term.
Doc Mara said 2-year warranty on Amazon included. So you get 2-year warranty up there.
Yeah, 2 years on
Yeah,
Pinball, that's a long time to have all those tables unlocked too. So I mean, by that time, you know, who knows what they'll have, right? I mean, at this rate,
all
they're
Zen
gonna have
tables.
all kind of new stuff. They're gonna have all this. They'll have the whole Zen library by that time, or most of it.
Most of it. That's exciting though. Starting in June, or at least that's their target date is. Atgames 4K will be there at day one on table drops. That's so cool to hear that. I think that was the most exciting thing I heard in the interview was
Yeah.
day one.
Well, getting to ping pong, just going back to OTG versus native, getting to ping pong this whole week between Camp Bloodbrook and Knight Rider and the tables that are native. I mean, I think that the Atgames native platform is going to become a premium platform for people to play virtual pinball. People that are really into it, they're going to start playing more in Atgames.
Well, nice thing
the
about
experience is so good.
Yeah, experience is good, and the price is the lowest you can get, really, that I know of for
the quality.
pinball.
Yeah,
For
you
the
can't
quality,
touch it. You can't touch for the quality. I mean, yeah, it's not a $300 particle board arcade. I mean, this is a whole different thing. This is a virtual pinball machine with some quality, right?
Right. Yeah, it's not an arcade one up or what was the other one? Toy Stock or whatever. Toy Shock.
Toy Shock, yeah.
Yeah, it's not one of those. This is actually
it is an investment.
premium
Like I think
quality.
the Mel Kirk guy, he really has an idea. It is an investment. When you buy one of these machines, you are investing, right? It's not a cheap machine.
Yeah, he said, He said when you spend that kind of money.
And
it's not cheap.
Games for giving a wide range of experiences. I mean, we have everything from My Little Pony to Chucky. I mean, that's a huge range of level of style, right?
Well, you even go further than that. I mean, you have old games with Gottlieb and Zachariah to new games from like Zen, and it's such a variety we have now, which is pretty cool, right?
I love it. I love
old
it.
games, new games.
They all play a little different, right? They're all a little different.
Right.
The Dr. Seuss tables play different than the Gottlieb tables or the Zen tables. They're all a little different. It gives you a little bit of variety, right?
Yep.
Just like when you go in a great arcade, not every machine is the same, right? There's a lot of variety.
Yep.
The variety is good.
We got a lot of variety, really. I mean, old tables, new tables, My Little Pony, Chucky, and
Imagine
great.
if we could play
Great.
every game from the golden age of arcade. Oh wait, I could do that right behind me. It's pretty much almost every game.
At least anything from the 70s and 80s, right? In 90s, early 90s
up
too,
to,
right?
Up to the 2000s, probably. Yeah, it's no problem.
And after
Just
that,
those late games, those late games, late 2000s.
Yeah.
But if you like classic arcades and pinball, we've never had it so good, T. McCloskey. Now we have a really great virtual pinball machine.
And you're not spending $5,000 for it.
You're not spending $5,000, and then the $5,000 you're constantly having to play with it. Here's the thing, like if you don't have to tinker with it all the time. That's the thing. When you get into when you build your own, you're constantly messing with something, and just things. It's easy to lose your settings, and it's just. I think this is like easy mode, right? It's like you flick a switch, you turn it on, you buy the tables you want. And you're off to the races. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's really great.
And now you can buy the tables right from your machine.
You don't even have to do that. You don't even have to go to a store. You can buy them right from your machine. That's right, the built-in store.
Yeah, even Pinball Net you can buy on your machine now. That's freaking awesome.
That's the thing. I think the whole user interface too. I mean, I heard some comments about the user interface on the original Atgames. I disagree. I think the new interface is way better than the old interface that they had. I mean, how would you compare like the interface like on your Legends Gamer to like the Atgames 4K Pinball? They don't. It's way better.
Oh man, yeah, it's way better. I hate
it's night and day. It's night and day. It's that much better.
I hate that old interface, especially when you hit the wrong button.
It's like you're forced to use it so long that you learn how it worked, but it was never a great UI. I mean, the UI on the Pinball Machine is fantastic in relations to like the these guys, the originals,
the tile.
Plus, you can buy all the games and stuff on the machine. Everything about the new user interface is better. I mean, the only thing, like if you're coming from the old one, maybe it's a bit disorientating at first, but it's because you got used to something that was hard to use, right? I think Atgames always too. They kind of like, they always kind of erred on the side of make it powerful, right? Like, make it easy to use or make it powerful, and they always erred towards, making it powerful with less focus on the user interface and how difficult it is to learn how to make it work, right?
Right.
So I think the new interface is to me a lot better but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, King Ed? Ken popped it. He said, you can't be serious that the Sea of Thieves machine was shipped without the main table. Well, the main table doesn't come out until December 31st. I guess you got two things. Do you want the machine this year or you want the machine next year? If you wait for the table, it'll be next year. If you don't care if the table's on there, you can actually maybe get one this year. And it wouldn't bother me, the table not being on there, but I understand.
It wouldn't bother me at all.
But I understand why it would bother some people. But it's just because it got delayed. I mean, obviously, Max Pixels have some difficulty somewhere on that table.
And, to me, you got to release it when it's ready. Regardless. There've been a few times Atgames has made the call to pull stuff back. Like I can think of the Gottlieb tables was a good example.
You're welcome.
They really needed to do that to give it the little bit of extra they did before it was released. I think it's good to try to have the best releases you can.
Yeah, because that was supposed to come out. See, it was supposed to come out November 28th, which was going to be a long ways before the machine was going to come out. But then something happened where they're having issues, so they had to delay it. Unfortunate they had to delay it, but I'd rather be delayed if it's not good. It's never good to pop in, release a product that's not right.
You only get one first impression. Once that bell's rung of how it came out, it takes a lot, to beat that first once that bell's rung,
Well, if the network cards doesn't work on your new TV, just pop in a digital antenna so you can watch your local TVs until the network card's ready.
Hey man, just plug in your Atari 2600.
There you go.
Tina Krosky, put some rabbit ears in that mug and some aluminum foil.
Yeah. Well, now it's digital. The antennas.
Yeah, you can't even do that anymore. That's right. That's all. It's all past.
Yeah, you have to get antennas it's all digital now. local TV. But yeah, I get it, man.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them ship. If I was getting a Sea of Thieves, I'd be like, man, I want it as fast as I can get it. But
Yeah, I was saying, give me that bug now. Give me that bug
give me
now.
it now, suckers.
Yeah. Give me it
Even
now.
without the table. But I understand. And where's the poll?
I'll start sailing the high seas when it comes out, but give me a table now so I can start playing pinball and start enjoying it.
Yeah, 42 votes. Should Atgames wait to ship the Sea of Thieves machine until the table comes out? 60% says yes. Wait. So the chat has spoken, man. They don't agree with this, Pop Brad.
I agree with us, but
I
you
understand.
know, probably a lot of the people that watch us already have the pinball, right?
Yeah.
So they probably already have one anyway. So
There's probably some people though that
there's
doesn't.
probably some people that might be thinking about getting a Atgames.
I would be
pinball that are
thinking about
watching
getting
this.
this, man. If I didn't have one, I would definitely.
Yeah,
think
this
about
is
getting
quite
one.
the deal. I mean,
It's a great deal, and
you're
it
getting
looks
everything
great.
you need to get really jump in full blast, you know. And then the other stuff you can buy if you want it down the road always, or you can, you know, you can decide to get it all at once, but I mean, you don't have to, right? You're not
Right.
forced to.
Yep, you can wait for a sale.
It's all your choice, which is the better. I like the a la carte better, you know, because probably like I said, if I was to buy my Addams Family again, I don't know if I'd get a topper. I mean, my topper lives in the off position when I'm playing, but you know,
Well, that game's ain't asking to charge you extra for the table or nothing. It just won't be there.
Do you remember when companies would be like, okay, we're selling you this arcade. It's $700, but we're giving you a stool that you can't sit on. We're giving you a metal sign that's ugly.
Metal sign was stupid.
We're giving you an ugly metal sign. How about we give you a fatigue mat to stand on? Team Klasky, just sell me what I'm buying. I just want to buy what I want to buy. You know what I mean?
I just want to buy the arcade, man.
Just give me what I need. You know, give me the stuff that's important. You know, the SSF kit. You know, the machine with the SSF kit. That's what you need if you want to start playing it and enjoying it.
Yeah, I never understood that when I was so stupid. I did get a Tron stool though, man, because that's how they were selling us the Tron.
Dude, I'll never forget the video you did on your Tron where you were doing the marquee and it was like paper. You were like, it was like paper, like it was made out of just paper. And I was like, oh, it was difficult to watch, Team McCluskey.
It was difficult to do. It kept coming off in pieces.
You totally gutted that thing, man. It's like it's so far from where it started. But that's part of the fun, you know, of this home arcade thing, though. It's part of the fun is modding stuff. But it's nice, you know, the Atgames you don't have to. The 4KP, you just build it, play it. Maybe you get a custom plunger, but really you don't really have to mod anything. There's nothing to mod unless you want to, right? I mean, it really doesn't have to.
No, you don't have to.
It's not full of defects when you get it.
No, it's not full of defects.
It's not full of defects. You know, the controls work. You know, could you put some, you know, some of those fancy gold leaf buttons if you want to, but do you have to? Not really. But I mean, you could, you know. But my point is, it's higher quality from the get go, which is really good for people that are gamers. They're just buying to play games. It comes well equipped.
Yeah, it comes well equipped, and I mean we got a lot of tables now. So how many tables do we have now? It's right around 200.
I'm not in the room with the pinball, but it's around 200. This is a lot. And then the Team McCluskey, on top of that, you can OTG, and then the sky's the limit. And they're gonna have the standalone is right around the corner.
Yep.
That's like what 477 tables, I think Jason said. It's a lot. It's a lot more.
I think he said
that is a lot. That is a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, pretty much
452 tables, man. That's
pretty much everything else, Team McCluskey. Everything that we're not getting, you know, and then some.
Yeah, if you don't want to do the VPX, you could always do OTG, where you could do Steam or whatever.
Yeah, you could play it in higher quality if you're willing to go through all that headache of setting it up, you know.
Jesus says I still have to approve another 4 tonight for the VPX.
I can't wait for the open beta. I'm gonna have to get in on that. I can't wait to try some of these tables. There's a lot of tables I like that I can't play. Like Gorgar is one I want to play, or just a ton of them. Centaur. There's all like these old pinballs that I like.
Yeah, I wish Magic Pixels could.
The Elvira tables, you know, Metallica. I don't know if Metallica works. It's a lot of tables you could play on the hobbyist end that are great.
Yeah, I wish Farsight or Magic Pixels could get some Stern tables. Jason says
Gorgar was the first machine he ever played. I love Gorgar. Gorgar lives. Like some of the like Firepower. I just like some of the Williams. Some of the ones we don't have, I would really like to be able to play.
Yep.
Black Knight 2000, Black Knight.
Black Knight. Yeah, I still can't wait.
Pinball is just a great hobby. I mean, like there's so many great pinball tables that I mean, we're not even scratching the surface as far as even with our 200 we have now. But this VPX will make it a giant improvement as far as like stuff you could play.
Yep. I still can't wait to see the other two William tables that Zen's gonna drop before the end of the year. Earthshaker's one. What's the other two? You know, they're gonna drop that before the end of the year too. That 3-pack of Williams.
I don't think they got Elvira. Why wouldn't they? If they had Elvira, they probably would have dropped it at Halloween.
Yeah. They don't have Elvira.
I mean, they would have had to. I mean, for the sales improvement that you would get out of that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that maybe they got Black Knight 2000.
That was on that list, right?
Taxi
was on there. There was a bunch of good tables on that list from the 80s. A bunch of
good tables, yeah.
88 and 89, right?
So what do we got next? We gotta keep this boat moving.
All right, we could do tournaments, or we could do Karl's Game of the Week.
Which one do you want to do first?
You ready to take a break or anything?
Yeah, let's take a quick break. Let's do the Game of the Week.
Karl's Game of the Week.
It's time for Karl's Game of the Week.
What is the game of the week, Papa Brad?
Bond's Adventure.
Shabam.
Title Classic. Man, how I never heard of this one. This one's so much fun, T. McCluskey.
What year does this
it's
come
like
out?
I'm not sure I say in the video, but it's kind of like it's got a little bit of ghouls and ghosts vibe, but it's not as hard. It's hard, but not that hard.
Oh, really?
It's fantastic. Play the video.
Bonsai Adventure, 1988. Okay.
And this, I think, came out in the TurboGrafx as a port.
Welcome back to Papa Brad's Gaming, where we dive deep into the retro gaming scene. Today we're talking about a Taito classic that might not be on everyone's radar, Bond's Adventure. This 1988 platform offers a unique mix of dark themes and gameplay twists you don't see every day in arcades. Let's jump in.
Hopefully you can still hear that.
Taito is known for some legendary titles like Space Invaders and Bubble Bobble. Bond's Adventure is something a little different. It didn't gain huge popularity in the U.S. arcades, but has since found a niche among collectors and fans of hidden gems. In this game, you play as a Buddhist monk, tasked with fighting his way through the depths of a mythological Japanese hell.
I like the graphics.
Demons, evil spirits along the way. Not exactly your typical Save the Princess storyline, right? Originally released in arcade in 1989, before finding fame as a successful PC Engine port, Bond's Adventure sees a Buddhist monk venture into the bowels of the underworld itself in order to confront its monarch, King Emma, who's gone a little bit crazy.
What's up? We got no sound? Steve McCloskey, can you hear me? There's no audio. Game audio's off. Can you hear me? I don't hear T.
Dive deep into the retro.
Yeah, I muted it for
There,
just a
you're
second.
Yeah, because it cut the video too.
See, why is it cut the video when I just turn my mic off? I just use this button.
I don't know, but it's dead air. 4KC's right. Like, you can't do that because it kills the sound off of everything.
Well, it should have only been for like 10 seconds. All I did was.
Yeah, it wasn't that long. Anyway, check out the video on my channel. You did get to see some Viper gameplay. T. McCluskey, that was caught on the Viper. Viper.
Oh, is that what you're playing on?
That's the GRS Viper. Yeah, put it up on the screen real quick. Is it still playing?
Ah. Stop. Weapon my present.
Don't worry about it. But you can watch a video on my channel. Yeah. Half of it's Arcade, half of it's Viper.
I wonder what you were playing on.
Yeah, I wanted to show the Viper. Like, people always talk about the Viper, Glenn's Viper. There's the Viper. That's actually gameplay from the Viper. That was all captured.
What graphics you got on that control deck?
It's all customized. I think.
Did you put that on there? Or did it come with?
No, that's all custom. I put that on there. It's the GRS deck, but then it has custom graphics.
See the game switcher or the 8-way switcher?
Yeah, put it up real quick. You can't. No one can see it. Yeah, but that's the GRS gameplay.
Creepy, otherworldly enemies.
This game's fantastic, though. If you like platformers, this is one that I never heard of. That's really good. It's really a lot of fun. If you like platform type games, this is one to check out.
Graphics look great.
It reminds me a little bit of Ghosts and Goblins, but it's not as it's not as unforgiving. But it is tough. It's it's easier than that game. But it's pretty cool. It's a great game. Check it out. It's crazy at the end. He turns into like a dragon. You have this crazy battle. It's bizarre.
Huh.
Watch when he gets in the boat. I love this part. Like the boat, it jumps. You can jump. The boat jumps. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my gold cab. It has a BOE monitor. It's the GRS Vipers in it.
So how you like it with the Viper?
You literally have to set up every game. Like, no one's talking about that. The GRS, it's like it can do a lot, but you're all on your own. It's like, how do you feel about setting up MAME and configuring everything by yourself? That's what this is. It's powerful, but you're going to be tinkering.
Yeah, that's what I had to do.
No one's talking about it. No, everyone's afraid to mention it. But there's no great community build with everything set up. We have so many good community builds with the Atgames community. Between all the different, the Legends Unchained, you got coin ops, you got just UCE files, right? Tons of ways. Like, this doesn't have all that work done for you. So, like, the game's played great, but you're setting it up yourself.
Yeah, that's what I did with my Mr. Do back there.
The good thing is, like, you really, once you get a game finally exactly how you like it, it is set. Like, I did Stargate exactly how I like it. And I swear, I almost like playing the BlahCade with Stargate on it more than my Defender Partycade.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's like, do you want to have to mess with everything every time you want to play a game to set it up? That's the thing.
Yeah.
And, like, these builds that have, like, 5,000 games, they're 5,000 games, but nothing's set up for you. It's the configuration that takes the time, right?
Yeah.
Some of these games. It's like, how do you feel about fighting games with none of the buttons set? You have to manually figure out what each button is.
Now you got to map all the buttons too.
Everything has to be mapped by yourself.
That's terrible.
It's just like, we're pretty spoiled. I mean, even the stock ALU, you get 300 games right off the bat that are all ready to go. They're just like, turn on the switch and go,
Oh, the new ALU?
I mean, this is really for, like, if you like to tinker, the Viper can be really cool.
Yeah, if you like to
great
tinker,
controls, Great controls. It is running, like I think RetroArch or something. But it works good. It's just you got to set it up yourself. But I really enjoyed this game. It was a lot of fun. So check it out if you get it. It's on CoinOps. It's in MAME. It's on most multicades have this game.
Yeah. Karl said, "Yeah, I'm spoiled. I don't want to mess with all that crap."
This game, I didn't even know that this game is stock on the ALU. This is a great game. Yeah, check it out. You'll love it. It's fun. I never played it till recently, and it's this is one of those ones that's a hidden gem for sure.
Yeah, I've never played it. Looks great.
It actually did really well when it was on TurboGrafx. It was a popular TurboGrafx game, the port of it. But the arcade game is fantastic. I would highly recommend.
Look at those graphics. I mean, it's from 1988, and the graphics to me still hold up. I mean, it looks great.
They do hold up. And the one thing with this game, T. McCloskey, it is hard, but it gives you unlimited continues. So like you can't just. It's like you can keep trying and trying and trying until you get it. So it's not like where it kicks you out of the game,
Yeah, or
so
start over.
It is actually possible to make it all the way through the game. There's a lot of pattern memorization with the bosses you have to figure out, but it's fun.
Yeah, it looks fun. Looks like a lot of fun. Banzai Adventure. Taito, 1988. Go check it out. Stock on ALU. Imagine it's on CoinOpX.
Yeah.
Play everywhere. MAME.
It's everywhere, yeah. I mean, I put on the BlahCade, but I mean, you could play it in a lot of ways. It's in MAME.
Yep. Find a foot in my backdrop up there. Sea of Thieves backdrop.
I see that. Look at that. We should have had that on from the rip. Team McCloskey, you're slipping. That's what we should have had when we came on.
That was playing.
I know. Well,
I forgot.
We forgot.
Oh well. All right. We'll I guess tournament talk. Talk time. So we didn't have as many tournaments this week. We only had Atgames had 3, and we had 1. So
plus, Calling All Ballers had 3 too. So I'm playing that tournament too. They had Galaga. We were playing Galaga this week. It's fun.
I meant to drop over there. I mean, I just got too busy.
Team McCloskey or Galaga's always making sound in her background. You got to drop a score on the Calling All Ballers. You're probably pretty good at Galaga. What's your Galaga score like? You break 100,000?
I know I've come close before. I don't know. I don't think I ever broke 100,000. I've come close. My high score on there right now is just that's Dick Doug. Never mind.
Yeah. Normally I hear the Galaga ship in the background making that noise. Woo! You know that sound it makes? It randomly makes the one ship swooping down.
I know, just one time. It's like
you get one single swoop of the ship and it's like woo! It's like, it makes that Galaga sound. It's very distinctive. So you know that you have a Galaga on somewhere.
It's like, can't you have a little bit more sound on there?
Yeah.
But I guess not. Let's see. All right, let's pop it.
The other thing I want to say about the Viper, there's all this buzz on this new Viper, but I mean a big 300-pound arcade machine with a 19-inch screen. Team McCloskey, I got one right here. It's got a metal control deck. Metal.
Oh, it is metal.
One right here.
Yep, I know. Looks good.
I really don't need a Viper arcade.
True. You even have the trackball on there.
I mean, what's it going to get me? If I'm playing vertical games, this is the best vertical playing game. For playing vertical games, it's nothing like playing on this arcade. No. So, Sacro has a good score, 120,750, and Galaga, that's an epic score.
Look at that.
He broke 100,000
easily. 120 broke.
Yeah, that's a great score.
Yep. My score is not that high. Okay. Zen. Atgames tournament this week. We had Knight Rider, Africa Locomotion.
Ooh. Dinosaur Dynasty 2. Yep. What is that, T. McCloskey? We haven't even played that yet.
Yeah. That's on pack 3. We can't play that.
We can't even play that. That's not out yet.
Hasn't even dropped, right?
That's not even out. How are we going to play that? 11-8. Dinosaur Dynasty 2.
Yeah. Do we miss a drop? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think we'll be playing that one. That one's not available yet.
I know. Nobody caught that? This don't have that. Where's my calendar? I don't think we
Is
get
your
that.
slide? Maybe your slide's old.
I don't think we get that until the end of the month, right? Didn't I say November 28th for that? I think we get that November 28th.
I don't know why that. Why don't they do Woods Queen Deluxe? It's a lot better than Woods Queen.
I can't find my thing now.
I think it's on the Calling All Ballers schedule. Eventually, I'll get to play Woods Queen Deluxe. I love that table.
Yeah, it doesn't drop till November 25th. Natural History 3. Somebody didn't catch that one.
So what's up with that?
Nobody caught it. Because remember, it was supposed to be out already.
We just caught it right now.
Yep.
Whoops. Well, I'm sure they'll substitute something else.
Yeah.
If they haven't already, they might already put up a calendar. We just missed it.
Yeah, could have.
Lucky Fruit. I don't remember that one. Remember Lucky Fruit?
No, I never played that. Have you?
I know it's on my machine. I don't think I've ever played it.
I guess
I'll be curious to see what it is.
Yeah, me too. I did have the November calendar. Is this it? There's a November calendar. Yeah, see, we don't get the natural history until down here, November 25th, Pop Brad.
Yeah, so how are we going to play that?
We get South Park before we get Natural History 3. We got a sale next week too. It's interesting they're doing a sale before Black Friday sale. So 14.
Well, when the Sea of Thieves goes up for sale on the 11th, huh?
Yep, Monday.
Yeah,
4 days.
That's a great price for what you get. I mean,
yep. It only lasts for 4 days.
Only 4 days at the introductory price or whatever. Yep. The smoking deal.
Yeah, so they'll have to substitute. Yeah, they might have already dropped something up there. Well, see if
we can pull it up off the schedule. It should say, huh?
Yeah, it might because they already have this week's up already. Because a lot of times they won't put the new tables up until like Friday sometime. But I did notice today is already up. So they're doing a regular first Dinosaur Dynasty.
Oh, regular Dinosaur Dynasty.
Yep.
That's a fun table. I like that one. That's fun.
Yep.
That's a good one.
We'll do Dinosaur Dynasty 2 some other time. But yeah, so they swapped that out already.
It'll be fun to play Xena for a week. Get to know Xena a little better.
Lucky Fruit.
Xena?
The little picture they have for Lucky Fruit does not tell you anything.
It is not selling it, but there's a girl's face on it.
Yep, girl down here and a guy up here.
Lucky Fruit Pinball.
I can't even click on it. Coming. Yep, Lucky Fruit. Dinosaur Dynasty and Xena. Yeah, I'm interested in a Lucky Fruit. When I saw it on that, the schedule there, I'm like, what the heck is that? Lucky Fruit.
What the heck is that, Team Klusky?
So we're going to have an annual gaming feast tournament starting November 27th for Thanksgiving. And then Jurassic Park is available to order from U.S. Warehouse on November 22nd. So there's some interesting things going on in November. I can't wait to get to South Park. Butters Pinball.
South Park is coming. Won't be long now.
No, so we're at the 8th. So not too long. Not next week, but the week after. So we just got a little less than 2 weeks for South Park. Anybody in the chat excited for South Park? I know I am. I really haven't played. I think I played Butters once, but I played South Park quite a few times. I really liked the South Park one. Fun table. And it's not a kid's pinball tables. Most people knew that though, right? This that Lucky Fruit?
Lucky fruit. The real machine.
Oh yeah, I see the fruit on there.
It's lucky fruit, man.
It doesn't look very appealing though.
I gotta find the Zachariah one. Hold on, let me find it. That's the real machine. Hold on.
Yeah, it's Pinball Pack 9 for Atgames. It is on Pinball Net. So.
That is that machine. It is that machine though. It's the recreation of that machine.
Yeah.
That was a real pinball machine.
It's real lucky fruit.
Lucky fruit. This is the old school pinball here, man. This is I usually do good at these tables, Steve McCluskey.
I do good at some of them, and some of them I don't.
Yeah, I know. You did really good on some of these classic ones.
And some of them I'm terrible.
How do I make it full screen?
So, take that down.
Let's see. Share screen. There it is. Okay, here's some lucky fruit action. You got Team McCluskey. Charlie! Nice.
Yeah,
Let's get some nice pairs there. You got some nice pairs.
Yeah. He's shaking the heck out of this.
Dude, it looks like you can nudge the heck out of this one.
Did it on Atgames, man. You'd be tilting.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Definitely old school.
We'll get to discover that next week.
Old school table for sure.
Yeah, it's old school. So, but we got Xena, which is very modern, right? Very, very modern. Xena's very modern. So,
and Dinosaur Dynasty.
Dinosaur Dynasty is a modern table, so that's kind of cool. It's kind of a nice mix. It's gonna be fun.
Okay.
I was trying to see what the back glass looked like. I don't have a picture of it.
Lucky fruit. Who make it? Oh, Zachariah too.
Yeah, it's a real table. 1974, I think, huh? That's old school. Yep. Madman Hand said that's his kind of table. Nudge fast. Got to nudge away.
Freaking Atgames, man. You nudge, man. You tilt.
Not all of them.
A lot of them, though.
I did like that. You know what? The Knight Rider, it did have good tilt warning to let you know exactly how far you could push it till you tilted. That was one really thing they did good on that game. I never felt like it tilted what was undeserved. Oh, you found it? Let's pull it up. I'm adding it and you're taking it. We just did it again.
Stop it.
There it is. There it is.
They're picking the fruit.
Yeah,
they're picking the fruit.
She's picking some apples.
Cherries, I think. Picking
Lucky
the cherries.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, it's just a one player
Look
score.
at that, man. Now that is a bare bones back glass. Look at that. That is crazy looking.
Uh-oh. Whoever took this picture tilted. The tilt is lit down here.
Yeah.
There it is, tilt. Yeah, it's
interesting.
Is this?
I'm not even going to go there, T. McCluskey.
Is that Ken from
I'm not even going to go there.
Is that Ken from Barbie?
That's a nice basket of fruit you have there. I like those apples.
Looking good over there. Wonder if this thing here, this thing in the middle.
What is that thing in the middle? Previous oh, it tells you the previous high score. How crazy is that?
That's kind of unique for that year. Huh?
Yeah, 1974.
Wow.
Maybe we don't have it so bad. Maybe times aren't as bad as we think.
They ain't the greatest back glass image ever seen.
That's going to be glorious to look at for a week.
I know, right? It's like, that's it. Put a towel over that one.
Yeah, that's what B87 does when he films. He puts a towel over his whole back glass.
That's lucky fruit for you.
Not a bad idea.
Nope. All right, here's this week's. See the results.
Oh, I wonder if I'm still on there. I wonder if I got kicked off.
No, you're still on there.
Yeah. I was in 50th place. Last time I checked, and it was Tomato Grass was streaming. I was like, oh boy. I gotta improve the score. I was at 50th, T. McCloskey. I was on that bubble.
Uh-oh.
I thought I had a pretty good game, but the competition, like I said, the Zen boards are a little crazy with the difficulty.
I'm surprised on the entries here for Knight Riders. Only 769 entries so far for playing Knight Rider. Most of the other ones have been in the thousands, though.
The thing with the Knight Riders is a very story-driven pinball. Like this one, you really have to make it through the modes. It seemed like to me. Like you really couldn't just point chase. To me, it seemed like in that game you have to get through all the modes. At least when I was playing it, but I don't have a very good score, so I mean, I really couldn't get a handle on how you got a great score.
Better than mine, man.
I just got through. I think I didn't get to the wizard mode. But I got through most of the modes. The people that get to the end of it get the big points.
Okay, here we go.
We have the battle with what is it? Car.
Yeah.
Locomotion.
Got Locomotion Africa.
Look at that. Mad Ben Hand taking the edge over Tomato Grass.
On both.
Look at that. Mad Ben Hand's on a roll. He's sweeping the leaderboards with the number 1.
Yep.
Did he get on all 3 or 2 of the 3? Is it a clean sweep? Look at that.
Nope, not a clean sweep.
No, not a clean sweep. Someone took him out of Knight Rider, but he was close, almost.
Drunken Blur
had a good game.
He was blurry. His vision was blurry, but not blurry enough.
Hey man, his vision couldn't have been that blurred with that score. Couldn't have been that blurred with that score. But able to be number 1 in 2 of the 3 tables. That's pretty impressive. Tomato Grass right behind him.
Yep.
Not far behind.
Then you got Karl at 5th. I think he went 2, 3, 4. And then
Top 10 for Karl O for Locomotion. I did love the sounds in that game. It had the very Defender, the Williams sounds, right?
Yep. McMahon 9 is Ray Del Torre.
Okay, Ray Del Torre. Congratulations, top 10 score.
Here's YO, number 8.
YO, awesome.
Anybody over here? David LB over here on Africa.
SoCal Joe.
Highest scores on tap is 17th on Locomotive. Karl is 16th on Africa.
Joe Carlo.
Hey, there's T. McCluskey, 28th on Africa.
McCluskey.
And I dropped again. Yeah, I went from number 1 to number 28. At least I'm on the leaderboard.
Yeah, that's a big score. Over 100 million, right? Over 100 million.
Yeah. 118.
Pretty high scores on Africa.
It was the highest high score. 842. Well, most people were in the 2s and the 1s, though.
Yeah. That's a pretty long game, still, even at that, to get that score.
Oh, yeah. There's Papa Brad, 33rd on Locomotive. 657. Do we miss you on Africa, or you're still down?
I don't know. Maybe I got bumped off.
39th.
On the bubble. Not quite on the bubble. Not quite on the bubble.
You should be good. 39th.
I'm still on the leaderboards. Thank goodness.
You just missed 100 million.
Where's Michael B? Where's Michael B?
I don't know, but Pizza Boy's right there in 40th.
There's Pizza Boy.
T. McCluskey, 42nd.
Where's P-Dubs? Where's P-Dubs?
He was on here.
On there. There's T. McCluskey on 42nd.
Yep. Pizza might be Pizza Boy. High scores on tap is 45th.
High scores on tap.
And he's getting close to the bowl there.
There's good old Farts McGee.
There he is, 48th.
There's Farts McGee, the legend, the man, the myth.
He's almost off the board.
He's almost off the board. He's holding on for dear life.
Okay, and then
one strong win is all it takes for that fart to be gone, T. McCluskey.
Yep. Well, Tomato Grass is 4th on Knight Rider.
4th place. Wow.
Don't see that very often.
Don't see that very often. That's a tough table, though. I mean, that is a tough table.
It is.
When you get in those high scores like that, it gets tough. You got to get through them modes, you know?
You got 20th, Pub Brad 20th, 174 million. Knight Rider. Karl just below you, 22nd.
Dude, I was so worried I was not going to be able to get a score for this game to even be on the leaderboard. It's a tough game. You got to get through the modes.
Chaotic
BPR.
25th. Anybody else? Half a dozen. 34th. I don't see anybody else. YO made it. 47.
YO is 47. He's hanging in there on Knight Rider.
And T. McCluskey did not hang in there. He fell off.
McCluskey, you got kicked off the boards.
I got kicked.
It was nice knowing you, but look at the entry as 114 million. Come on now. Come on now.
Last time I looked earlier
that's
today,
pretty up there.
It was 112. Now it's up to 114. So it even moved up to a couple more million. Crazy.
It's okay, man. T.
I didn't come close. I'm at 84 million.
Yeah.
Didn't come close. And of course, today I was trying to play, trying to grip everything too tight to try to get a high score, and the highest I could get was like 34 million. But it was just
That's crazy. Like when you just play and you're relaxed, a lot of times you have your best game. Just like if you just turn it on and just play, like just relaxed, you'll have a much better game sometimes. But when you really want to do well and you're super focused on it, sometimes you can't make it happen, right? It's crazy that way with pinball. Like I know Tomato Grass felt like he was struggling on his live stream, but I mean that's just the nature of pinball. I mean, that's the way it works.
I think that's why a lot of times your first game could be your best game.
It can be sometimes. But like the Knight Rider table almost took me a week to learn all the modes and like even how to progress through the game. It's so many it's very story driven, right? More so than a lot of the other games. It's a very story driven game.
Jason, I wonder if Art McGee's favorite table is Hurricane with the fan topper.
One would think so.
His family hopes so. Turn that fan on. Hit that shot.
I can't imagine. I mean, I wonder how much he was laughing when he made that name for his username.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is my family always puts ass as his initials. It's funny when he gets on the leaderboard, he's on the back glass. And it'll have all the people's names, then it just says ass.
You don't need to lean in that mic, man.
I'm sorry. I'm used to the other one, T. McCluskey, just throwing me off my game.
Ray said he had 112. So he's one who got dropped off. Probably today
man. That sucks.
112 was
right on the edge.
Yeah, 112 was the 50th score when I looked earlier today.
Yeah, iron sharpens iron, but you can't win them all. That is true.
Yeah, that game would show the 100 scores. That game is what it's not showing.
Just give us 100. Give us 100. Give us 100. 100 would be a good start, and just see how it goes.
I made 2 out of 3, so can't complain.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 is good.
Yeah, I had a lot of games of Knight Rider that the ball just drained. It's like, damn. Can you drain anymore?
Damn, look at that bit pixel marquee. It's going crazy behind me. What is that? Afterburner.
Yeah, look at that thing.
That's beautiful. Look at that thing. Afterburner 2. That's sweet. It's one of the things I love with these Atgames AOUs, these cool custom toppers they make. They have one now. It's an actual screen, T. McCluskey. It's an actual monitor called a bit LCD. It's an actual screen that shows the marquee of the game that's playing. How cool is that?
Yeah. Maybe one of these days you can get one, Pub Brad.
I know. Maybe one of these days.
One that works.
These days I'll get one. Did I know what music that is? That's Pinball M.
Yep. Let's get on there.
Camp Bloodbrook. Poor Camp Bloodbrook. It did not get the love it deserves. I did enjoy playing it, the amount of time I got to play it, but to be honest, the Atgames was pulling me in a lot. The Knight Rider.
Was it?
Yeah, because it was hard. It was hard to get on the leaderboards.
Yeah.
But I think this game is great, though. What was your impressions of the game? As much as you got to play it, what was your impressions of the actual game?
I really liked the game. I liked the setup of it. It was easy to make the shots, even on Steam.
I did too. It's so much better than I thought it would have been. You know, I don't know why. I just thought it was going to be like, you know, a lot of people were saying, oh, you know, it's Friday the 13th, knockoff,
B-rated,
meant to be. Well, you know, but actually, it's a pretty good game. I was surprised how much fun it is to play.
Yeah, I was too. I wasn't expecting.
And like, I felt right at home. Like the missions, like getting through the modes, it was like it all made sense when you're playing it. It's a really well done pinball table, in my opinion. This is one that would be ideal to come to Atgames. Think about it.
Yeah.
No gigantic IP to buy, and it's really fun. This would be a good one.
Yeah, we might get this one sooner than later because it's not a big IP.
And of course,
it's
you know, the pinball
Zen
M is
original.
going to appeal to it's more of a grown-up theme, right, with the slasher movie feeling.
Yeah.
But there is some storytelling in the game, and it has a great ending if you can make it through the modes.
Did you get to the end? Did you get to the end? I didn't.
I did not, but I watched the footage of it, and it was incredible. So this is one that I do want to. When we play this in tournament, I want to get to the very end and get that final scene that you get to see. It's totally worth it. This table's awesome.
So we had just 18 on this one. It's Pinball M. We don't get too many on Pinball M, but 18's
it's
not
more
bad.
of an adult theme too. The slasher movie.
Yeah. Pinball's still pretty
what's
new.
the other one called? Dead by Daylights or something like that?
Yeah, Dead by Daylight.
Like I like this one like 1,000 times more than that one. This one is way better.
No comparison.
No comparison. But this would be an ideal one for Atgames to get, I think, and add to their arsenal of pinballs.
Yeah, Zen does make some good originals. This is a good one. Did you play this one, Ray? Yep. This was a good original, I think. I wasn't expecting much coming into this one. I was pleasantly surprised how good it was.
I wasn't expecting much. So when it was actually really good, I was like, dang, this is actually a really solid like pinball table. I don't know if it's the best in Pinball M, but it's one of the better tables in Pinball M for sure.
Yeah, I like Chucky and Texas Chainsaw better, but
yeah,
it's up there for me.
You know,
it's up there though.
And actually, I will say this: the thing, even though it's brutal difficulty, think about this. After playing the thing, every pinball table the next week, like I played better because the shots were more challenging. So like that game will sharpen you up. If you're just after getting wizard level skill, the thing is a great pinball table because it's really, it's challenging.
Yeah, I hear you, Ray. Especially now they got all the Zen tables fixed and all that, man.
And I think Atgames in the future will become a premium experience for people that want to play virtual pinball. I think it's that good because the shot accuracy is so much better since they did the complete rebuilds. That for people that really love playing pinball, I think it's gonna grow. Very impressed with what they're delivering.
And at the price, I know some people say it's too expensive, but man, if you compare it to other V pins, man, it's affordable compared to other V pins.
Yeah, it's very affordable for what you get.
Now,
I mean,
yeah, for what you get now that
it's not $5,000. It's not $5,000.
No, and now the Zen tables are fixed with the SSF kit and the flippers.
And really, it's just a great experience. It is still even on using. You can use it as an OTG machine, and it does play good as an OTG machine too. So you can have both. You can have your cake and eat it. You can get both camps, right?
Yep.
So like, if you really want to get deep into it and you want to play actual Steam or PC pinball, you could play it, with on a cabinet. Which Team McCluskey, when you play on a cabinet, it's just a different experience than playing it on a console. I mean, I love my PS4 when I play Zen Pinball, and I do enjoy it.
It's just not the same.
Playing on a cabinet is just a whole different experience. So much more immersive.
Yeah, especially
and
with the SSF
when you
kit.
can physically nudge and that accelerometer pushes that ball. This is something cool about it, like that you don't get playing on a console, in my opinion.
Well, it feels like a real pinball, right? I mean, especially with the
Feels like a
SSF
real
kit
pinball, yeah.
in there, it really feels like a real pinball. You can feel the ball moving. You can feel the vibrations. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a great experience. You hear the ball moving around. You know, sometimes it feels heavy. You know, you almost feel the weight of the ball drop off the playfield. It's
That effect they get where like the sounds like the ball drops is really cool. You know,
yeah. Oh, it is.
It sounds so real.
And it doesn't get old either, man. Like every time I play it, man, it's just like, damn, this sounds so damn good.
Yeah, it's a table I haven't visited in a while, and I played recently was the Amazonia. We're talking about the surround sound, how good it is. The SSF, that has the best soundscape. It literally sounds like you're in a rainforest when you're playing it. The sound on that game is incredible still. It still blew me away.
Yep.
I know we haven't talked about that game in a long time, but it was a launch game. But that's a really good pinball table. I like that one.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
We're moving back to Dinosaur Dynasty. It's been a while since I played that.
Yeah, it's been a while for me
because like that was one of the launch when we got our Adams family. That was a launch table on it. So it's gonna be fun to see if we can improve our scores going back to Dinosaur Dynasty. It's been a while.
Hey, what's up, Zach Pin Player? He says good table, but the ball is hidden a bit too much for me. Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, it is a fun table. Camp Blood Brook. Ray says Amazonia was the first game he played on my SSF kit. The coin sound in World Cup soccer sounds so real. Yeah, it's just a great experience. All right, so we had 18 players. Pop Brad. High scores on tap was 18th at 8 million. Oh, you got Herb Wars. He made it.
Herb Wars.
17th at 14.
My co-host on the Evercadians. We got high scores on tap, of course, from Calling All Ballers. And he is a YouTuber. Check out his channel. So is Herb Wars.
Yeah, both of them were.
Sack Pin Player.
16th.
Playing.
19 million.
Good score.
Is that Kansas Bowl? Yeah, Kansas Bowl. 15th with 25 million. I got it. Arcade Talk.
14th.
14th. 26 million. Menno Soso, 13th.
Little So-So.
30 million.
T-Punk.
12th with 39 million.
Good score.
There he is. Number 11th.
Doom.
11th with 45 million. There's Papa Brad, number 10.
I can creep into the top 10 when we have 18. T. McCluskey.
58 million. Good score, though.
I got a good score, 58 million. And that's what I'm saying. This game, though, I think really has a bunch of modes. And I think like this would be a fantastic table to play for tournament play. You know, I think when it comes to Atgames, I can't wait to play it in Flipper Friends.
Yep.
With a bigger community.
Number 8. You know how to say this one?
Carlo.
No, number 8.
Yeah, it's what was it? Ojibwa?
67 million. All these scores are pretty close so far.
Yeah. Narcissistic Cannibal. Is that right?
83 million at 7th place. I hate this freaking Muse to Death, number 6 with 91 million.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Ojib.
Muse to Death is Gregory, number 6 in the top 5 now.
Gregory, we got Sacro in the top 5 with 112 million.
Of course,
Peach,
number
4.
149 million. That's a big jump. Number 3, Tucker for Life.
Tucker for Life.
165 million. Big jumps now. Number 2,
Vader. Wow, look at that score.
352 million.
Wow.
Not good enough for first.
Huge jump.
Number 1 is
Real Creamer.
number 1, 512 million.
Awesome. Good job, the Real Creamer.
Damn. And you guys still left in the chat. How do you guys like this table? Did you guys like it or so or? I really like it.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty fun.
Think you beat all the modes at 512?
No, I didn't get close. There's like, but I think there's not that many. I think is there 4 in this one?
I think there was 4, yeah.
Yeah. I think I might have made it to like the 3rd one. But it is very cool. Like, I don't want to spoil the ending of the game, but you gotta play all the way to the end. It's got a great ending. I mean, it's just awesome. It's gonna shock you when the first time you see it. Like, I was like, did they do that? I can't believe they did that. It's good.
Real Creamer said it's a tough table. Vader said I like it. Jason said it's a very fun table. Challenging for sure, Real Creamer said. Okay, was that challenging for you, Real Creamer? 512 million. Crow said I liked it, and I'm not a big horror fan. This table was pretty mild. Yeah, it is pretty mild.
Yeah, I think they even have like a regular. Don't they have a Pinball FX version of this too?
Yeah. I was surprised they put it on both platforms.
Yeah, so they did that with some of them. I think they did it with
because some people, I think, being the Zen original, they want to get as many people to look at it and play it, and being original. So I think that's why they stuck it on both. Just get more eyes on it. Because some people just don't play Pinball M.
Yeah.
They just stick with Pinball FX, and you kind of see that in our tournaments. We get the best turnouts on Pinball FX, and then the second best is FX3, and then Pinball M's.
Yeah, and you keep not having us go to Pinball. We keep skipping Pinball FX. Now we're doing FX3. We got to go back to Pinball FX next week.
Well, we did 6 weeks in a row on FX. That's why.
I know. Well, people love FX. That's why.
Oh, I know. That's why we do it more often than.
But there are tables you should experience, like Doom, or like Aliens. There are tables out there that are worth it going into FX3 for sure, right?
Yep. And Ben Hannon says, congrats. Yeah, congrats, Real Creamer, for number 1.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, there are some nice, fun tables. You'd like to.
You kind of want to, you kind of got to like do a little bit of each, right? Yeah, for sure.
Vader said there's no blood on the FX version. Interesting. So they cleaned it up a little bit on the FX version. So who wants to play the FX version? There's no blood. It's a slasher game.
It is a slasher game.
That's kind of cool that they took the blood out on FX. Interesting. I did not know that. But yeah, after Doom, because it was such a close race between Doom and Aliens. I figured, you know what?
Yeah, give Doom its due. People want to play Doom as well, so let's play Doom. Yeah. Doom is a fun table. I do like it.
Yeah, I was playing it a little bit, making my video, and it's pretty fun.
You got to put on some metal.
Yeah,
it's
really.
Very metal with all the demons and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I'll make some shorts with some crazy metal music. That's what I'll do during the week for Doom.
Yeah, Real Creamer must have a different ending then too on FX.
Oh yeah, they're not going to do the Pinball M ending. There's no way.
Yeah, if they took the blood out.
Yeah,
they're not going to do that. I didn't even know I had a picture when we talked about Attack from Mars being sold out. See, I even had a thing for it.
Team McCloskey, it's Attack from Mars, Attack from Mars.
Yeah, Attack from Mars,
Attack from Mars.
Actually, right here you got 3: side art, screen, and marquee. Attack from Mars, Attack from Mars, Attack from Mars.
It's 3 times in a row. Yes.
Yep. As you can see, SSF kit pre-installed, out of stock for 2024.
It's a good looking skin, though. It's a good looking skin.
I mean, you can't get any more original than that.
Yeah, it looks like the
machine, right?
Table a lot. Yeah, it's very, very authentic.
But it is out of stock until next year. All right, I got nothing else. Papa Brad, you got anything else? What's in the poll? So we had to end up with 45 votes on should Atgames wait to ship the CFD's machine until the table comes out. 60% said yes, wait.
Huh.
45 people.
Well, that's interesting.
Not in my camp. I say do it now, but I too totally understand why.
Yeah.
People say wait. Bad thing is, you wait, you won't get it this year. There was a chance that some people would have got it this year if they shipped it early. But if you wait till the table comes out.
If you want the good price, don't wait because you'll miss out on that.
See, that's the bad thing. It's only for 4 days.
Yeah. It's
the price is only good for 4 days after.
It's not that much more than we paid for our Adams families, and you're getting SSF kit, which is a huge upgrade.
It's something like $250.
This is the best price I've ever had on a pinball with SSF kit.
Well, Doc Mario says it's my fault. My replacement unit with SSF ships out tomorrow. All right, good for you, Doc Mario. Mad Ben Hand says, I struggle playing pinball on my PS5 controller. I struggle with my PS4 controller, so totally understand. You can't hit the shots like you can on the 4K pinball, for sure.
Yeah.
I swear when I was playing Doom today, I had a little bit of lag on my controller.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that dirty Bratton flipper. Like,
there's that lag back. That lag, you don't miss that, I know.
No. That was on my, I don't know, there's something wrong with my controller or what, but that's why there's no more Attack from Mars. You took the last one, Doc Mario.
Doc Mario took the last one. So that one is mine.
Give it here, suckers. Not for you.
Give it just nothing for you.
It's mine only. Hands off.
It is my price. It is out of stock. Sold out.
Sold out until next year. Yeah, who knows what's going to bring next year too, man? Because the port workers might go back on strike on January 15th. Think about that too when you're thinking about if you want to get a pinball, 4K pinball from Atgames.
I mean, there's so much. I mean, so much goes into getting these pinball machines. With the international, everything, the exchange rates. I mean, the manufacturing. I mean, it's
shipping. Amazing. Transportation.
I mean, you could hear the Zen guy was even talking about it, right? Mel Kirk was saying, Atgames has done a good job, dealing with all the challenges of doing this product, a high quality virtual pinball at this level, right?
Everything you got to manage.
To do.
Yeah.
Like said, damn it. Even the Atgames himself is not immune from getting their machines damaged. When they went to the Chicago Pinball Fest, a lot of those machines, a few of them took a beating, right?
Yep.
That poor Adams family didn't even make it in one piece.
I know. Terrible.
There's leave the factory like that, that's for sure.
Nope. Sure did not. Somewhere on probably FedEx using a fork machine when they shouldn't be. Who knows what those people do with those things? We've seen some videos out there when ours shipped. People just drop it on.
I'm just glad mine wasn't damaged. They left it out in the middle of the road. I told you that. Like when they didn't even get it that close to, but I'm glad they did because they probably would have been flipping it end to end. It's so heavy.
I mean, I don't have a dolly. I just got to push it off the end of the truck.
It's gonna push it. They probably try lifting it up and then they see stars, because it's like, what is it, like 85 pounds for that main box? It's a heavy box. Yeah. No joke. It's no joke.
The total weight on both boxes is 130. So
130 pounds. Yeah,
85.
I mean, that's still light compared to how much is a real pinball machine? 300 pounds.
Probably
about twice that at least.
They're pretty damn heavy.
Pretty heavy, yeah.
That's why it's like I think Karl said last week or a week before that they could ship it like they do the ALU, which it's upright, might hold up better.
One thing I always thought was really cool about the ALU is the hard part is all built for you. The whole top half of the machine, you basically just build the bottom part that you put it on, but then all the hard stuff, the monitor, the controls, all that stuff comes pre-built.
That's nice.
And basically, you just build the very bottom of it, the little, the basically the stand part, right?
And that's the
I always
easy
thought
part.
That was a really cool design the way they did that.
Yeah, because arcade one-ups, you got to build the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, it's just a pain. Everything. It's like a model kit,
The first one I ever did, man, my Pac-Man, man, it took me forever to do that damn thing. It's like, damn.
I was always real meticulous when I built arcade one-ups too. It took me forever. But I kind of enjoyed that. There's a certain zen to it, you know.
Yeah.
It's like building a model kit or something.
Yeah, once you do one, they're all
Yeah, it's not that hard.
pretty easy after that. It was taking me like 30 minutes when I did all my other ones. Pac-Man took me like 2 hours. It's like, damn. Trying to figure out all that stuff. And plus, I did took my time too, since it was my first one. When you get it though, man, the first time you look at it, it's like, oh, it's in pieces, man. I got this whole thing together. One thing I'll give credit to Arcade 1-Up is their instruction manual was really good.
Yeah.
They sent you through step by step how to build those things. That's one thing I'll give
I'll give to Atgames. You don't need much of an instruction manual. I mean, it's not that difficult. Put the legs on. Yeah, it's pretty basic. Put the back, match the letters. It's like pretty easy, actually, considering what a complicated machine it is. It's pretty easy.
It's pretty much all built for you. You just got to put the back glass on there.
Put the back glass on and plug a couple cables in, and you're done.
Yep.
You're off to the races. You're playing pinball.
You've got a topper, just 2 wing nuts and another cable, and that's it.
Yeah.
Done. You're done. Yeah, pretty easy.
The topper's tall, though. Make sure you have don't build it in a different room than you're going to put it in, because you're not going to be able to get through any doorway with the topper on it.
Yeah. I built mine in my room, so I didn't have that.
Built it in your room, yeah. But if you're going to move it, don't plan on moving it, because you have to take the topper off.
Got to take it off.
It'll be too tall. It won't fit through a doorway.
Yeah. I've never taken my topper off. It probably look funny with it off. Have it on there for all the time.
You're just used to it.
Yeah.
And you see, I never one unless the topper's killer. I probably won't need a topper.
No. Yeah, for the Sea of Thieves, I would not buy the topper. I don't like it enough.
Depends. Like the Jurassic Park topper looks great though. I like that Jurassic Park topper. A lot of them are good. You know, I kind of like that they're just giving you the option. I think is a much better model for me. You know, than just pushing all the upgrades to you at once.
Yeah, nice thing about the topper too. Not nice thing about the topper. Nice thing that these ones don't come with a topper, because some people just don't have the space, the head space for the topper. And then so it's worthless to them to have it because they can't use it.
That is true.
Unless they plug it, hang it up on the wall somewhere and plug it in. Especially if you're
there's the game that's better than Mr. Do right there, right behind me. Look, Steve McCluskey.
Dig Dug is not better than.
It's better than.
It's not better than Mr. Do. No, it's not.
The game. It's the Atari game that's famous.
Mr. Do is famous. Everybody knows Mr. Do. You ever met one person that did not know Mr. Do?
It's like I'm getting like the whole arcade history. There's the Frenzy.
The Frenzy. Oh, that thing flickers too.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's cool. Frenzy.
Imagine if it was a monitor instead of the LEDs. How cool that would be with the stuff they could do.
It still looks good though.
It does look good. It looks very Las Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Reminds me of
hey, there's Mr. Do.
Hey, look at that. Game? They must know it's our show because they went Dig Dug and Mr. Do back to back almost.
I know. That's awesome. Look at that.
Look at that.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Nice. All right, Pop Brad, I got nothing else. You got anything?
That's all I got. Calling All Ballers. I think we're doing a show on Saturday. I think I have to host it because High Scores and Taps out of town.
Oh, is he out of town?
But the show goes on. We're still playing, so we'll be playing some tables next week. I don't know what the arcade game is. I'm trying to push for Berserk as our arcade game. Still time to put in a score if you want to put in a score for Galaga. Just go on my channel, Calling All Ballers. There's a link to iScored. The iScored I like, but people don't want to use it as much, Team McCloskey. I find that it's better because it's not built in, right, as much. I do think you're going to get more participation when it's built into whatever software you're playing on, right? Like Zen has it built in. The Atgames Flipper Friends has it built into their system. I just think it's iScore. Yeah. I don't think it's a big deal. Just pulling up my phone and click, 2 seconds. But I don't think the participation is going to be high with iScored, even though it works. It surprised me because I think it's so easy. There's no way they could have made it easier.
Now I'm one of those people. I keep forgetting because normally it's just almost the same tables every week that Atgames plays, but I forget to take the snapshot and I forget about it. That's my problem. I just totally forget about. oh shit, I forgot about, I scored and calling all ballers.
Yeah.
So other people probably like that too. You did because you don't think about it because Atgames is built in. You just exit out.
It's like it's easy mode. It's easy mode, right? It's easy mode. But if you go to an arcade and you want to play pinball, that's why Stern has that app, right? Where you can basically it's like the same thing iScored does. It just get your score registered, right?
Yep. Yeah, I like iScored. I mean, it's another step, and some people just forget about it. I think.
Yeah,
I'm one of those people. Yeah. Like last week, I did really well. I think I entered all the tables, and this week, I had stuff going on this week too.
Yeah, we had a lot
just
for
being
plate,
here.
So,
but I always feel bad when I get on there.
People don't realize that Sea of Thieves video. It took me like a couple days to make that video. That took a while. It was not an instant deal, right? Produce videos sometimes could take some time.
Oh yeah, it took me like a day and a half.
Yeah, versus just like throwing on the camera and just talking live stream. It's like nothing, right? You just.
Mad Ben Hands, I don't think so. Mad Ben Hands asks, you think Atgames will have it so we can set up our own tournaments on 4KP? Probably. I would say no.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe one day.
I mean, MCAP used to do it. And,
well, Zen has it through their consoles. I mean, it's possible.
It's possible, but I don't see it.
I don't see it happening in the short term. Like long term, maybe, but short term, I don't see it happening.
If they can get together with Zen, maybe something like that could happen.
Yeah, well, you heard Zen was all about community building, so you never know.
Well, even if they just did the Zen tables, because Zen has already kind of set up. I wouldn't think it would be too hard to transfer it over to the 4K.
Imagine if they could just incorporate the Zen tables into the Zen architecture of then you'd be competing against all the Zen players. That'd be crazy.
But that would even be cool too. Competing everybody on Steam and 4K and but
they do have the cross. What's they call it? Crossplay.
Yep.
I do like.
Yeah, that's true. They do have crossplay. Yeah.
So, I mean, if they just added Atgames to the crossplay platform,
that's all you got to do. It's just a score.
We could play the tables. Yeah, we could play the actual tables on the cabinet and compete and be on the leaderboards. That'd be awesome on the official Zen leaderboards. Would be pretty neat.
And Zen might do that. Zen might have official leaderboards. It might just be Atgames at first. Well, they might just do like an Atgames tournaments at first.
Oh yeah.
Okay. On the Zen.
I don't know. That's the thing that's exciting. See, all the roads are still open. Team Cluster. We're still making. There's a lot of ways, a lot of things that can happen, right?
Right. And Mel Kirk talked about that. Like, he even said they're playing a lot of things. Different things going down the road.
It's a good time. It's a good time to have Atgames Pinball for sure.
Yep. And remember,
get started. There's no better time to jump in than right now. You're like,
remember Atgames,
beginning of the greatness.
Atgames even said they're going to have some kind of 2 paid services just for Zen. We still don't know what those are.
Yeah,
but Atgames did drop that. Said there will be 2 paid type of stuff going on with just Zen stuff. So I think there's a lot of things in the works that we don't know.
Yeah,
about.
It's exciting time.
Yeah, the possibility is definitely there.
Yeah,
sounds like they got a lot of things coming down the pike. And now that the flipper lag is fixed, I think we'll start seeing this stuff.
I think a lot of the attention, almost all the resources, it was all hands on deck for that one problem until they had it fixed.
Yeah.
So now I think things will just get better and better.
Yeah, I think we might see a lot of stuff next year now that the flipper lag has been fixed.
I agree.
And he even kind of said that too. That it's time to start to build up.
Yeah, I mean, of course, then you got the alternate paths, right? You got, and Atgames did just hire that guy from Pinball Arcade, T. McCluskey.
Yep.
What's he going to bring to the table? Dum dum dum. There's a lot of branching paths going out, right?
And that new guy, Scott, they just hired, he is the head on this Sea of Thieves table. So it's his actually. Yep.
I'm thinking the table's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm hoping it's gonna be great. I mean, hopefully.
I think one of the paid services that Atgames is going to do with Zen is I think we're going to see something like pinball pass on just for the 4K pinball. So you'll have a Zen pinball pass. So
It's
the all the
crazy.
Zen tables.
Didn't they just do away with Pinball Pass like on the consoles?
That's on the
But
consoles,
they're
but
going
they
to
might
bring it to Zen. They're going to bring it to the 4K, but they did away with the consoles. Look at that Pac-Man scream going behind me. That's pretty bad. That's pretty awesome. Look at that. Look at Pac-Man.
well, maybe the pinball pass didn't do well on console, but they're looking at the results that Atgames is having with Pinball Net. Maybe they said, "Hey, there's something here," so maybe that's why.
Yeah, it is.
Bring it
It's
to
a
Atgames.
higher. It's a higher price. It's a premium product, right? It's a little more expensive. It's a higher end. I mean, even a PS5 is only like what? How much is a PS5? $600?
I think $500.
$500?
It was $5.
It's
Yeah.
still what? Less than half of the cost of one of these pinballs for sure. So this
that'd be
is
cool.
definitely a premium product.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to get a pinball pass for Zen tables, because right now you can't get anything like that. Right now you got to buy every pack. So it might. I think it would do really well.
Yeah.
What other paid services can you think of besides like a pinball pass? You know, they said there could be two, so that's one I could think of. I can't think of anything else, but
Maybe a tournament system.
yeah, could be.
Could be, but I don't know why you charge for that. That should be community.
Unless you're giving out cash for prizes.
Yeah, unless it's like a what do they call it? Where you play e-gaming, esports. Yeah,
he mentioned that.
You never know. He did mention that, didn't he?
Yep.
There's a lot of threads, going out. So we'll see what happens.
See what happens.
Oh,
All right, everybody.
Team McCluskey.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, man. Thanks for watching, everyone. We appreciate you.
Weekend.
Don't forget to use affiliate links if you're buying anything from Atgames. Help you give a little discount on that if you're getting the pinball machine or
Sea of Thieves.
Going on there and buying stuff anyway. It will help us out a little bit, and that's about it.
Sea of Thieves helps you out because it gives you $50 off, and we'll be putting videos out with the details of that $50 off.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to community too. Anything we get, we're probably just gonna dump it back into prizes for the show and stuff, like we always have done.
Yep. Have a great weekend, everybody. Have a great Friday. Hopefully, see you back next week.
Thank you.
Do Elvira one more time, guys. One more time. I'm doing Elvira.
Last time she coming on.
Unfortunately. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
T. McCluskey presents Arcade Talk live stream.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming tonight. We're gonna do the Arcade Talk Show. Yeah, that's right, right here. The Arcade Talk Show. That's right, we're gonna do it tonight. Come on, people, let's do it. Let's do the show. What show is that? That's the Arcade Talk Show. Yeah, who's on tonight, you ask? You know who it is. P. McCluskey. And who else? You know who it is? Papa Brad.
Well, Papa Brad's a game man. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retrogaming, the old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the Atgames Pinball born. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a lover of the classics, the sound of pixelated beats. Late nights at the arcade with every game to feel. But he'll keep on pushing till he's reached that final stage. Papa Brad's the gaming legend, his passion never fades. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school rolling. From the classic arcades to the Atgames Pinball board. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit.